Hello, and welcome to another Saturday night Stack Chat with me, the Stack Collector, in association with Stackers Social. It's the only place to be when it comes to talking about all things shiny and round. And for all you out there, there's a quick link for Stackers Social. But I just want to say a massive hello and welcome to everybody in the chat. It's fantastic to see you all here. I was keeping an eye on the first 4 people in the chat this week, and that was CY Sterling, Ian Ritchie, Sandy Millington, and Barry Wiggins. You've all won yourself an early 10 groin coin straight off the bat, just like that. Well done, guys. Congratulations on that one. Now, guys, I've got the absolute pleasure of being joined tonight with somebody that I not only consider to be a good friend, but somebody who's become somewhat of a mentor to me this past year. Since I've started my selling journey over on Whatnot. He's helped me out with a lot of information, he really has. So without any further delay, I would love to introduce to you all, as I say, my good friend, the one, the only Cobra Stacker. Cobra, how are you doing, mate? You well?
I'm good, brother. Thank you for that introduction. And embarrassed me already, you know what I mean? But thank you very much, and hello to everyone.
It's all true. It is all true, and I mean every word. Guys, I am exhausted tonight. I've been moaning to Cobra all day about how tired I am. I didn't sleep well last night. I've been on a job this morning, and all afternoon I could have fell asleep. So bear with me. It's one of those where I'm at risk of forgetting what I'm saying mid-sentence. That's how tired I am. So we're going to plow through and do as well as we can. But Cobra's going to be the A-star tonight. I can promise you all that. Right then, let's start off in the usual fashion by taking a quick look at the spot prices this week. And guys, first time in a while, we're seeing reds in gold and silver. That correction, it does appear, has happened, because with gold, we are now sitting at £3,091.38, which is a drop of £80.79 from £3,172.17, which is a 2.55% drop on the pound. On the dollar, it's gone from $4,258.50 down to $4,114.73, which is a drop of $143.77 or 3.38%. Silver has gone from £38.69 down to £36.60, which is a drop of £2.09 or 5.4%. On the dollar, it's gone from $51.94 down to $48.76, which is a drop of $3.18 or 6.12%. Platinum has been the only precious metal that has actually done well this week, and it's gone from, there you go, look at Cobra there, look at Cobra, that's fantastic. We'll have a look at that in a minute properly. Platinum, though, as I say, has gone from £1,199.37 up to £1,216.28, which is an increase of £16.91 or 1.41%. On the dollar, it's gone from $1,610.10 up to $1,618.87, which is an increase of $8.77 or 0.54%. So, guys, predictions last week, I said we could see it go down as low as 37 quid. £36.60, I wasn't that far off, was I, guys? I have been saying we were due a correction. It's something you definitely agreed on with me, didn't you, Cobra?
Yes, 100%. When we shoot up that high, we are always looking at a correction.
Yeah, for sure. When it's that much in that short period of time, there's always that bit of a run-off extra where it's got to come back down and correct itself. But we've definitely started to see it level out a little bit now, haven't we? It's settled around the £36.50 mark.
It looks like it has. So, yeah, silver has settled at that sort of amount. Gold is up and down. I mean, it can vary so much within a day, hourly. We can see jumps of 100 up and 100 down again. So gold is a bit more volatile in its price movement. But, yeah, we're going sideways at the moment.
Yeah, that's important to remember, guys. We look at these on a weekly basis, and a hell of a lot can and does happen within that week. Like last week was a perfect example for that, because although it ended at a certain point, you had a big spike on the Monday. It went over the $50 mark, and then on the Tuesday, that's when it came crashing back down, wasn't it? You know what I mean? So you're absolutely right there. You know, we are seeing a lot more movement throughout the week than you perhaps see on the weekly basis. But yeah, it's definitely leveling out, definitely going a bit more sideways, which as a seller, I like to see that, don't you, mate?
100%. It has been so hard when silver was going up every week by £1 and all that lot to keep up with it, because you're selling at a lower price, then you've got to add money to buy at a higher price. So all your profits are immediately getting eaten up in just restocking. So it's been very hard on dealers of all sizes to keep up with the changes that have been going on.
Yeah, no, for sure, and I can absolutely agree with that. And the other thing is, it's just quite stressful, isn't it? Because you know you're making these purchases, and you don't know what's going to happen the next day.
Yeah.
You know, and you're buying at these high prices. Go on, mate.
So you want to be weary. You're sort of like, well, do I just get 10 of them or do I get a tube of them?
Yeah.
Because you're so unsure and the prices are so high. And if you had a sudden drop, then you're going to be stuck with a load of stuff. But in the same token, you've got to make sure you've got stock to sell.
Absolutely. I was talking about with you about this, wasn't I, the other day, where I took one of my suppliers aside a couple of weeks ago, and I said to him, look, you know, I'm buying these. I will take them all off you. Can we agree a price for me to take them all off you? And because I work with him a lot, and I go and see him pretty much every week, he agreed with me. And that was when the prices were still going up. Because they were going up so much, my purchase price was going up so much. I was just trying to secure, you know, as much as I could at a certain price.
Fix the price.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, it didn't work out so well for me because we had the crash. And it's worked. But you know, it's not gone
That's what
down.
happens.
It does, it does, and that's the risk. That's why you don't really know, like what you say. Do you take 10? Do you take more? What do you do? You know, I know you're like me. You're the kind of guy that if you're in a lane of traffic and the next lane to you is going a lot faster, you go in that lane, and what happens? It stops dead.
It stops.
Absolutely.
For sure.
It can be very much like that, and it kind of was for me. I didn't get stung too badly, thankfully, and you know the correction wasn't too bad. You know, it's gone from 38.60. I know it went above £41, as we say, between the week. But 36, it's not, you know, it's not back down to your 27s, your 28s.
The thing is, people are panicking and they're worried about it and all that lot. But we only got to look at how much it has increased, gold and silver, in the last 3 months, and say, actually, with the amount it's increased, we haven't really dropped that much. No. The problem comes, I think, for newer people who have come in and have jumped on it because they're seeing what's going on, and obviously it's in the media now and it's on social media, and so they jump in going, oh my God, it's going up, 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 up. They've bought at the highest price, then suddenly it drops by £3-4, and they panic, and then they sell. And as we've all said many a times, it's a long-term thing, and you know, just hold it. You'll be okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and we'll touch on that for 1 second. I just want to remind everyone, I'm going to have a bit of a chat between me and Cobra for now. If you do have any questions, either park them into Stack Chat Interact, or wait till we get to the Q&A section at the end, or if you want to ask straight away, pop it through on a super chat, and I will respond to our super chat straight away. But mate, touching back on that, I wanted to discuss, you know, silver going forwards. And I'm not talking about where it's going to be this week. I would like you, before we go ahead any further, to make a prediction. I start doing this every week now. My prediction is I think we're going to continue to see that kind of sideways, so I don't see a big move up or down. What are your thoughts on that, mate, for next week?
I agree with you 100%. If we're just looking a week ahead, and again, remember, it's just a jokey sort of exercise because none of us really know. It could just boost up or it could drop again. But if we're just talking about a week's time, I'm going to say 36.50. All right, I'm going to go very sideways on it.
Cool. Yeah, no, fair play. I agree with you on that one. We will see next week if we were right or wrong on that. But I've got a feeling I think we're going to be okay. But like you say, you know, these are just fun predictions we do every week, so don't take those too seriously. But what I'm going to discuss with you now is, you know, silver going forwards, and I think, you know, this is grounded in a bit more factual information, and I think now is a good time. Even though we've had that correction, I still think it's a good time to buy silver, because I think we're going to see things like this again in the future, where you have these big increases, and I think that's because of the amount of silver that's being used now, and the fact that we are really only just starting to bloom with things like electric cars, solar paneling, the use for silver in military equipment, in all other aspects of industry. And I think, on a longer scale, 5-10 years time, because of the deficits we're seeing in silver, and also, the other aspects, such as we're seeing major banks now see silver as more of not only as an investment, but also an actual structural material, for its use in industry, etc. I think we're going to see silver going up over time. What are your thoughts on silver over a more prolonged period?
Look, 100% I agree with you, but there's many factors that affect this. You're absolutely right. Industrial is one major one. So much in solar panels, missiles. It's used in everything you can think of. Cars now, so many things. It's the best conductor of electricity, which is great. But then look at all the reasons of what's happening. Gold has been stored as a class 1 asset for many years by many countries, and it has increased in how much they're holding. But now, as I said before, Russia, Saudi Arabia, India, America are all now holding silver in the same way as an asset to the country. And the reason for that is, if they want to move forward industrially, when these more things develop, and AI develops, and robots, and this, that, and the other, whatever it may be, where silver is going to be used, they're going to have to need they're going to need a storage of that. And any country that falls behind in stocking up on that now will have a problem in the future.
Absolutely, I absolutely agree with that, and that's what I mean about the the structural material usage of it. 100%, and I think what we're going to see is that deficit at least continuing to be there. I've said it before on the channel. The last year there was a surplus for industrial silver was 2019, and we've seen year after this year will be the 6th year in a row where there's been a structural deficit of industrial silver of millions of troy ounces. And like you say, if people don't start buying it now, we're already seeing deficits, and it'll get harder and harder going forward, and that's what I think can really lead to some good price hikes in the future. Again, it might not be next week, it might not be next month, it might be in 5 years' time, but I definitely do think we're going to see that. But you're right, there's so many other factors that come into play on it. I use the industrial silver because that's something tangible, where you've actually got data you can revert back to and see exactly how many millions of troy ounces are short every year for industry. And it's again, I've said it before, it's not that people aren't just producing the silver, it's that the silver isn't there to be produced, and that's what a structural deficit means. So
I think we need to separate that industrial shortage from us as stackers, though, because where we've had a bit of tightness with the mints and all that lot, everyone's sort of going, or a lot of people are saying, oh, there's a major shortage of silver, we're running out of silver. That's not the case in our side of things. So with us, the refineries and all that lot have been so overloaded that they've now put a ban on silver, apart from 999 pure, to refine. And so that's where we've seen a shortage with the mints and all that lot. So there's two fears, and they need to be separated. The industrial fear is a real fear, and the shortage in the way of us lot as stackers, it's just a blip. It's just a little pause while they're refining and getting things going.
The silver squeeze that we've had in the London silver squeeze we've had, absolutely, that is completely separate, and that is, like you've just said, a short time blip. That's something that's already looking to be resolved. We've had silver coming from America, I think from India, and from a few other places, which is, that's enabled that to happen. Where, for me, the industrial side of it ties into the stacking side of it is that will just have an effect on the price of silver over a
Yes,
long period
of
of time.
course.
You know what I mean? There's always going to be these short little blips here and there, you know. But I do think, because, you know, you'll probably agree with me, we've seen silver's been kind of lateral for a few years, hasn't it? It's not really,
Very much so.
yeah. And I think what's happened there is industry has suppressed the price of silver to the point where it's, you know, they've suppressed it to the point where they can't suppress it anymore. You know, we've got all these deficits, there's all this supply, there's not enough demand. At some point the price does have to go up, and I think, you know, we've seen those years of progressing in silver, at least to an aspect. I think that's one of the things that has caused, you know, us to see this this spike in increase
Absolutely.
right now.
Absolutely. There's that. And also remember, guys, that with the fiat currency and the way it's going, America, we're in big trouble with the sterling pound.
Sorry, mate. Can you you cut off there? You got to America and then sterling pound.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, it's also worth noting that what are the other things that are affecting silver and gold price-wise, and that is the economies and the dollar. The dollar is in real
Yes.
trouble, and it's
Yeah.
being purposely de-dollarized now, purposely.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, and
being
you're not
done for a
wrong.
reason. There will be a shift in the system. There has to be. They can't keep up with the national debt, nor can we. And so
Yeah.
they have to devalue the dollar now, the system, and then introduce the new things. And there are so, I mean, this is a subject that is open to so much discussion when you go into the IDs and why they're coming in, but it's really moving into CBDCs. That's part of that as well.
Yes.
So we're seeing these massive price rises because of the dollar and what's happening to that.
Just so you
that is
know,
another part of it.
I'm seeing myself in the red right now on my connection on OBS. I'm back in the green now, mate. So Cobra might have gone a bit glitchy
Sure.
right there. Sorry, just remind me what you were saying there, mate.
So basically, I was talking
Oh,
about.
yes, the dollar.
And
Yeah.
yes, and
Yeah.
that's a major factor to the price rise of silver and
It
gold.
is, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's taking all these. You see, this is a perfect storm in so many ways. It's
Yes.
not one thing that's doing
No,
it.
yeah.
It was a geopolitical situation with the wars.
Yeah.
It was industry, like you said, de-dollarization of the dollar and economies failing. So it's a perfect storm, what makes it different from 2011 and the 80s as well.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, very, very, very different. I mean, for the 80s, that was a lot of that was market manipulation. There was a squeeze in 2011 due to JP Morgan shorting and
Yeah.
buying at the same time, but like you say, extremely different circumstances, which is why we've seen this correction come down a couple of quid, and it's still
Yeah.
relatively a lot higher than it was at the start of that increase. But you're right, and this is something we've said on the phone. It has been a perfect storm for silver recently. It really has. There's all these things that have combined together. Touching on what you were just saying just then, just to point out to people why it's so important, why the dollar affects the price of silver so much is silver is traded globally on the dollar. Oh, Michael Hawksby, a massive thank you to you for joining the gold membership. Double thank you on that one, mate. There you go. Thank you so much, my friend. That's why the dollar is so important or so intrinsically linked to the value of silver, and you're 100% right. You know, the dollar weakening has had a huge impact as well as so many other things. The reason when I bring industry up, that's more of a 5-year kind of 10-year kind of where we're going to be in that, when are we still going to see these big deficits. That's quite a long playoff, but the other things, they're more short-term events, aren't they? Which are going to.
I think you're absolutely right. Industry is a major one, but I think your time span maybe a bit. I think it's going to be sooner than that, bro.
Yeah, no, yeah,
with industry
yeah,
even.
yeah,
They're
absolutely.
using it at such a rate, bro.
Yeah, I'm being very conservative when I say 5-10 years. You know, I agree with you. I think we're gonna see it a lot sooner than that. You know, and it goes down to, on a certain, you know, taking aside all the other factors, which absolutely are factors. Just concentrating on the industry side, just for a moment. It just falls into basic supply and demand. When you've got a deficit every year, and there's not enough to you know, supply everybody's demand, prices don't go down, do they? You know what I mean? It's everything, isn't it? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm very confident in silver right now, and I'm for no means am I going to stop buying. I'm going to keep buying and dollar cost average as much as I can all the way through that. But it sounds in many ways we're reading off the same hymn book, really, aren't we?
Yeah. 100%. And I agree. I'm still buying. I still buy silver myself. Yeah. I would say, look, for people like you and me and many others who have been stacking for a very long time, or for us even just a few years, we managed to get a majority of our stack at a very low level. So I'm probably running at, I don't know, £24 an ounce average. Now, for me to carry on buying now, it may only boost my average spend by £2 or £3. You know, my stack will be going up by £2 or £3. For someone coming in new, I think yes, they should buy, but at a slower rate and maybe just build and just see where it goes. So I think we need to be careful. I personally believe it's going to go higher, but no one is an expert and no one knows for sure. So I think we have to be cautious. But I personally would carry on buying on a budget of whatever amount you can afford and afford to hold, you know what I mean? So if it goes down, you're not going to worry, you're not going to panic. So think carefully and just do it towards your budget and you should be fine.
Yeah. Nobody's saying go out and, you know, get all your life savings, buy silver now, you know, absolutely.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
And I think one thing we've always said, isn't it, you know, buy what you can afford. You know, that's
100%.
One of the biggest things when it comes to stacking. Now, unlike you, my pound average has gone up a lot, Cobra, because of you.
Oh,
because of you.
Because of me?
Because you and your fancy Agoro and bringing it into the UK and getting me onto premium pieces. I used to buy other budget stuff and that was always me, and now I'm buying fancy things in fancy boxes and, you know, premiums are all the way up there. But they are collectible pieces and I'm buying them as a collectible piece, you know what I mean?
I love them.
So, yeah, you've got to, haven't you? You really have. Speaking of which, I do just want to take a moment just to point out to everybody, we actually have an actual, real life, genuine celebrity. Oh, Nessie, thank you very much for 6 months. A genuine celebrity with us tonight, and it's not me. It's not Cobra Stacker. It's a little chap hiding on the back of Cobra Stacker's screen. The one, the only. We all know him. He needs no introduction. He brought Snake into our lives. You could not destroy him. He is the Nokia 3310. Bring that down. Bring him here.
Oh, bro. This is something special. Some of you may have seen a video that I actually made some time ago about the series by PowerCoin, which was the Textalgic series. And in that, they had the floppy disk. They had, what else did they have? The floppy disk, the, oh, my God, I've lost it.
Oh, the Casio Walkman.
Yes, Casio watch.
Yeah.
The watch. This,
Sony Walkman.
And they've got, the Walkman is coming out now, right? But this was made in silver and also a colorized version. But what, that there for a moment, and I'll show you even better in a second, is they brought out a special version, the gold gilded, in Dubai, and you could only get it from the Dubai Money Fair, and the mintage was only 99 in the world, and I really wanted it, but obviously I wasn't going to go to Dubai and get it. So I was always searching for it, always looking for it, and then one came up, and I had to have it, and it is absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Only 99 in the world. This is for my personal collection. It comes in a little thing like that, which says the unbreakable phone, Textalgic, special edition, and it goes in there, and it's just lovely. Look at that.
Cobra,
Really pleased with that.
Caravan needs a new phone. Can we talk about
He's not
Nokia?
having this one.
Oh no! Get out of here! Get out of here with you on that one. Well, no, that was interesting. I loved doing that with the spot prices. But moving on, guys, we've got some announcements to get through tonight. The first of which is I want to say a massive welcome to Jokers Wild, who's just joined the moderating team over on Stacker Social. He's our latest marketplace moderator. So he's going to be keeping an eye on all your listings to make sure you've done it right. You've put a picture of your name and the date on the listing, etc., etc. But a massive welcome to Jokers Wild. He's a fantastic guy, he really is. So thank you so much for joining the team, and it's a pleasure to have you on board with us. Also, right now in Stacker Social, we've got a collaboration between the Louis and Punk, who is sacrilege, if you ask me, guys. It's sacrilege, but he's punked up one of the Stacker Social poker chips as produced by the Louis. They are currently being auctioned over in Stacker Social, and if you needed the link, there it is right there. Oh, and I forgot to say a big thank you to Cobra and give you his link as well. There we go. So, yes, get involved in the Louis Punk auction over in Stacker Social now, guys. Good luck with that. We also have, guys, it's only a few days now. It's not even a week away, but we have the Halloween meetup going off on Friday, the 31st of October. We're going to be meeting in Cannock Chase between 6:30 and 7 p.m. at the Castle Ring car park. We're going to be doing a bit of a supernatural investigation, and we're going to be honestly, Cannock Chase is insane. It's got supposed to have literally every single kind of supernatural entity you can think of all at one place. It's nuts. So we're going to go down there and do our very best to find the truth, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you're in the area and you're up for that kind of thing, do get on down. And keeping on the Halloween theme, guys, just need to get rid of Kobe for 1 second. Don't forget, you can be in with your chance to win one of the Stackermon poker chips, Pokemon cards, and half-ounce pure 909 fine silver Stackermon piece by Liquid Metals right there. The only thing you have to do to enter in this is get involved in the Halloween costume competition I run every single year. There's a room in the Stack Chat Interact section of the Discord server. It's 2025 Halloween costume competition. Just put a photo of you in your scariest outfit in there, and we're going to have a vote next week to see who's going to take home that little bundle of goodies right there. It's a lot of fun, and I do highly recommend getting in. But while we're on the subject, and purely because it is Halloween week, what are your thoughts of the supernatural, mate?
Wow,
are you a believer?
Now that's a subject. That's a subject that could really open up some doors. Look, things like poltergeist and all that lot, I sort of believe, I've always said that in our bodies we carry energy. We know that because from our brain we send electrical signals through our body to do things, etc. So when we die, that energy must exist. My only way of defining a ghost or anything like that would be the energy from us releasing and maybe not mixing into the universal energy and holding some of our experiences in life. So look, no one knows for sure, but I will always say that's a possibility. So if our energy leaves us and is floating around with our consciousness or anything like that, maybe that could contribute to sightings or ghostly things. And as I said, we don't know. We don't know for sure.
That's true. That is true. Now, and just to throw something else into the mix and to keep it on a kind of scientific vibe, what about extra dimensional or other dimensional beings that live in the fourth or fifth dimension? You know,
again, throughout history, we've learned as we've gone along what things are and what things can be and the possibilities, and maybe there's life on other planets and all that lot. And different dimensions is another thing that we always look into, and there is a great possibility for it. And we've even seen in animals that they notice things that we don't notice. So therefore, could they notice things from another dimension that we can't see or we can't sense? We know they can smell better than us, they can hear better than us, they can sense certain things better than us. And we talk about sixth sense in animals. They know when an earthquake is coming way before us, like with the birds. Is there another dimension or many or multiple? Very possibly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you talk about dimensions, we know for a fact there are other dimensions. I mean,
Yes.
obviously, when you say other dimensions, you're thinking more of a multiverse kind of
Yes.
parallel
Yes.
dimensions,
Yes.
which is absolutely fine. But there's also the other way to look at it, which is the actual dimensions we live in. So we are third dimensional beings. We live in the third
Yes.
dimension. So a being that lived in the second dimension, which is obviously, flat plane, would not be able to comprehend a being from the third dimension. And therefore, if there's a being that lives in the fourth dimension, likewise, we wouldn't be able to they could comprehend us, but we wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
comprehend them. Obviously,
Absolutely.
the fourth dimension is considered to be time. So a fourth dimensional being would be a being that's able to travel through time, not just, yaw and pitch, etc. So there's that possibility to it, and that's, there's so much in science that we just don't know about the universe.
Yeah.
It's not something that
Yeah.
I would just completely discard. Now I'm going to be honest with 𝗕𝘂𝗀𝗃 specifically. To me, there's a little bit too much going on. Now I can't give you the full list, mate, because I won't remember it. But you've got UFOs, you've got dogmen, you've got werewolves, you've got pigmen, you've got black-eyed children, you've got ghostly hitchhikers, you've got ghost parachute people that are floating in the air, you've got big cat sightings, you've got this. It's meant to literally all be there, and that's just too much for me. Now,
I think, look, a lot of that can come from stories. They can come from all sorts of things like that, and these things go through the generations and get exaggerated and all that lot. No,
Well-
I agree with you. I don't believe in all of them. Werewolves and this and that. Yeah, there could have been a beast in some place that was killing people, and then someone said, "I saw it, and it looked like a shadow of a man running along, but he had a wolf
bears.
head." And
I think bears. Because a bear
could
had
be, yes,
very
yes.
canine-esque face. In fact,
Pointed nose.
there's been cases of people thinking they found a stray dog, and it's actually been a bear cub. That has
Yes,
actually
yeah.
happened. So I've always thought maybe they've seen a bear come at them or something like that. That's possible. When it comes to 𝗕𝘂𝗀𝗃 specifically, it actually comes down to one person. There seems to be one person perpetuating the legend of 𝗕𝘂𝗀𝗃, and that's a person called Lee Brickley. I've been
Right.
doing a bit of research on it with me going down next week, and his name comes up all the time. He's, to some people, he's known as the chronicler of the chase, but to other people, they see him more as somebody who's, doing paid ghost tours, selling books about it, and there's definitely financial gain there as well. And I think there's possibly a lot of that going off.
Yeah, this is what happens as well when someone can make a story and make it big and all that lot. We've seen it with, let's say, Scientology, where things, were done from books. The guy was an author of books, and then it changed into something else, and now it's a big money spinner.
I mean, for those who don't know, the origins of Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard was an absolute mad guy. He was a naval officer.
Mm-hmm.
He got kicked out of the Navy, dishonorable discharge, because he bombarded this section of seabed. He was adamant there was enemy submarines there. Everyone else was saying it's just a clear area of sea, and he was like, no, and he just bombarded the hell out of it. And then later on, he went on to write the book Dynamics, which is the origin of Scientology, in which he claims that a species of extraterrestrial space aliens was imprisoned by this great galactic overlord. They were brought to the planet Earth. They were then executed by being shoved into the volcanoes of Hawaii, and their souls left those volcanoes, inhabited the apes of planet Earth, and that's where we came from. And that guys, that is genuinely the origin of Scientology.
It was a non-fiction book, a fictional book.
Yeah,
you know, that just sort of developed.
Yeah.
You look at Flat Earth as well. Flat Earth and the theories that came from that. It's now a money spinner.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people who really talk about it and all that, they're making money out of it, and so they're going to try and back it up no matter what.
Yeah, for sure. And Flat Earth has gained a lot in recent years. The problem with Flat Earth is a lot of the arguments for it at face value, they're like, oh wow, yeah, hold on, there's something here. But in my experience, the more you look into it, the more the less likely it is that it is flat. There's just a lot of things that basically the amount of people that would have to perpetrate the lie for me is enough. You would have every single person associated to every single space agency in every single country across the globe would have to be in cahoots about it, and not one person thinks, all right, I'll just sell the story and whistleblow on it, and
but brother, it's exactly what you said. On face value,
yeah,
when you first look at a little thing they pull up, you go, ooh. Or, some people do and some people don't. But every single bit of it has been proved wrong. Yeah. Every single time and time again. It's like, come on now, enough.
Yeah, it has, and every single argument I've seen, I've always seen, like you say, a scientist, somebody who's actually trained in the field being able to debunk that. You're absolutely right. I know we like to quote Space Force. Here he is right here. Steve Crowley from Space Force, and we know we like to quote Space Force when we say the world, it is round, but it's also flat, just like a pizza, and I know because I've eaten one. No, for sure. Anyway, that was just a bit of fun, guys, and that's only because it's Halloween week. I thought I'd mix things up a little bit. We've got the meetup coming, and very, it's very interesting. Like you say, that's a conversation that I think if we started going into, we'd be here till next Saturday talking about it.
This is why I've kept the answers very short on that one, bro.
Yeah. For me, I'm going to sum up where I stand on it. For me, it's a bit weird because I'm a bit of a skeptic and a believer at the same time. So what I mean by that is I've had weird things happen to me throughout my life that I can't explain. And that stuff, it happened to me. I know, fair enough. If I ever see anything ever on the internet, my first go-to is fake. It's a hoax, faked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because so much of it is.
Yeah, I was just going to say, because it pretty much all is, Or, the stuff you can't prove is fake. It's filmed in a way where you can't see that bit of that, so someone could be manipulating that from there. But what I can tell you guys is when we go down on Friday, we just want the truth. All we want is the truth, guys. We're going to go down there and find out what's going on. Now, I got excited over the big cat sightings because I'm somebody who believes there was at least, for a period of time, a big cat population in England. Whether or not it's died off now, and we're talking like very recently, it's all due to changes in laws in the 1980s where they introduced the Dangerous Animals Act, and people were no longer allowed to keep exotic animals as pets. And what a lot of them did is they just released them into the wild rather than paying to have them, disposed of or dealt with correctly. So for that period of time at least, and that's, if anyone's old enough, you'll remember the Beast of Dartmoor. And all those photos that look like a Black Panther, etc. Now, that was around the right time. You're looking late 80s, early 90s. So I absolutely believe, at least for that period of time, there was big cats in England. Whether or not they've died off over the cold winters we have, etc., I don't know. But what I do know is if there is one type of animal on this planet who could go unnoticed, it's a cat. There's nothing stealthier than a cat, is there? You know what I mean? So I don't know on that one, but I got excited for a little while for the big cat. But I don't think. I think that's a bit of a bust.
Yeah, and the other thing is, even when they were released, and you're right about that period, there would have been sightings of things like that. Would they have been able to populate to carry on for so many years?
That's
we're looking at 40 odd years since then.
Yeah.
How would they populate to an extent where we're seeing more of it or whatever? I don't think that's possible.
Talk about spooky. There you go. Have some of that in you. You spider. Right, well, you're absolutely right, and just to play devil's advocate, the only way I could see is if Mating Pairs got released at the same time. Yeah, that's the only way I could really
but in
see
the same
that happen.
area, the same time.
By the same, like,
you know.
somebody maybe owned a mating pair and released a mating pair together.
Yeah.
That's the only way I could see that. But that possibly did happen. But, I'm starting to think, although I do believe it was a case at some point in time, whether or not it's still, I'm becoming less of a believer every year that goes by, because every year that goes by, the chances of having seen one and getting definitive evidence would increase. You know what I mean? So, but that's that, guys. That is that, and I've not even finished my announcements yet, so I will move on because. We also have, don't forget everybody, 𝗕𝗂𝗧 mentioned it in the Stat Chat interact earlier. I mentioned it very briefly in the main chat earlier today. We get it back, guys. What has been stolen is being returned to you. They came in spring while you were asleep and they took it from you. While you were sleeping, most likely. And now you get it back. And that is the extra hour's sleep you get tonight. Don't forget, the clock's changed tonight, guys. You get an extra hour's sleep. So, enjoy that hour's lying in the morning. It's not so much an issue nowadays, is it? Can you remember back in day where if you didn't know what day the clock's changed, that caused big issues in your life?
Oh, yeah, but now we've got mobile phones that change themselves.
All updates. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
All your clocks just update on their own. Before that was a big issue. I mean, the amount of times when I was young, late teens, that I either turned up to work an hour early or an hour late because the clock's changing. Unreal, but it's a lot easier these days. But guys, I think we're gonna do first groin cut. Oh, Silver Pong, thank you very much. Just before we
ain't
move
got
on.
another one of them.
Here we go. Now, this is his stock question. And I'll be honest with you, mate. I'm really interested to know your thoughts on this. The James Bond movie, Moonraker. You know, the guy with the metal teeth, Jaws?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
At the end of that film, he gets his little love... and by the way, what another thing that's different about that film is James Bond normally ends with James Bond and his love interest...
Yes.
Sailing across. That's the one film where it was Jaws and that girl, and we go off and we get the champagne and everything. I thought that was a brilliant touch. But did she have braces, mate? Did she have braces? Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Literally.
That was the geekiness of her braces, glasses, a little bit weird.
Yeah, and it was like he's got a mouthful of metal, but I've got a mouthful of metal as well. You know what I mean? There was got kind of that like little moment there, wasn't it, right at the end? Because he looks down and smiles at her. She looks up and smiles back at him, and you see all these braces, and it's like, she's trying to show him that you're not that different. That's lovely.
Yeah. Now you're going to tell me she didn't. I think that there's something going on with this stuff, man.
Reality is trying to tell us it didn't. Now, this is what makes I get really intrigued when it comes into the Mandela effect, because that's what this is. This is a Mandela effect, and I don't. It comes back into we're touching on dimensions, which we were talking earlier, and I just think, are we buggering up timelines with what we're doing down at the Large Hadron Collider down at CERN? You know the.
Bro, I mean, there's been big talks about that thing, Collider, and what it could cause. Could it cause a black hole? Could it cause this, that, and the other? And there's big talk about whether we have time travel already. I don't know, but please tell me, what is the answer? Has she got them or not? Because as far as I'm concerned,
I'm with you. I'm with you, mate.
That's
She 1,000,000% had braces, but no, if you go back and watch the films now, teeth. No braces.
Bro, that's a lie.
I know.
Someone is doing something to us. I swear.
I know.
That's a lie.
But this is how sure we are about it. You know what I mean? This is exactly how sure many people are about it. And it's like, no, I know that was the case. But yeah, that's what Punk was getting at there. Did George's girlfriend have braces?
He's spot on, Punk. That's a brilliant perception, but that's a lie. I don't care what anyone says. And how are so many people under the same illusion then? It would just be me or you going, oh, no, I'm sure she did. No, you're wrong. Everyone else would say, no, you're wrong. But it's thousands of people. No, it's a lie.
That's what makes the Mandela effect so weird. It's the sheer volume of people that make the exact same mistake, exactly the same, and it's too much of a coincidence. I don't like coincidences, and that's just too much of a coincidence, that is. It really, really is. But let's get some more. We had four people get on the board earlier. Murder suspects. Hey, get out of here, caravan. Get out of here. See if you make it out of the woods alive. That little comment there, eh? Right, so guys, to get you sent 10 points in on the groin coin leaderboard, I want to know, and these questions are all linked to the... you looking at the answers there you got. These questions are all linked to the video I shared earlier, which was my Barmaid's Ruin video. And the first question is, what was the last year the double florin was issued? Yeah, what was the last year the double florin was issued? First person to get it right gets 10 points. A nice easy one. Come on, guys. It was TSC in the woods with a rubber duck. Shh, don't tell no one. Don't tell no one. It is a classic film for sure. Come on, guys. This is a dead easy one. What year was the last double florin released? There we go. Is that Raccoon? That's Raccoon, isn't it? Yeah, it's Raccoon. There we go. You changed your name, Raccoon? I recognise the doodah there. 1872, no. 1890 was correct. I said the last year. 1889, close, no cigar. 1980. That's well off. I think you meant to put 1890 there, didn't you? But it was Raccoon who got that first. Well done to you there. Did you have a question, mate?
I can give you a question.
Yeah, give him a quick question. Let's give out another 10 points.
All right. In what year, though controversial it is, was the lunar landing? The spacewalk, first time man stepped foot on the moon. Now, we're not going to go into the debate of it, but...
When did Neil Armstrong apparently take one small step for man?
There we go.
I think that's right, but I'm not 1,000,000%. It is
right, 100%.
Yeah.
69, yeah.
That's what I would have said if I was guessing. So well done, KYH. Congratulations to you there, mate.
Good man.
And I'll do one more.
It was fake though, he put.
Well, this is another rabbit hole, so we'll traverse skirt round it very quickly. Why does it feel like the Artemis is the first time we're going to the moon? It truly feels like it's the first time.
Because one, we haven't had it on TV or anything for so long. Two, America and Russia were in a space race, and so the theory goes that America put the films out there so they could win that and say they were the first there. And so because we haven't seen nothing of it all that time after that one time, it's like, well, yeah, this is the first time.
Well, I get what you're saying there, but where I was coming from was the process they're taking. It feels exactly like, and I know NASA says, we lost the technology that got us to the moon. What technology did you have in 1969 that you ain't got now?
If you see the shuttle thing that went down there, we've got more technology in our mobile phones than what we had in that.
Than NASA had in their control room.
Yeah.
There's more computing power in your mobile phone today. So, the computers NASA had in the 60s, but imagine computers from the 60s. That's what they had. They had the top end of stuff in the 60s. So that's one thing to me. This one feels very much like with Artemis 1 was to take drones to the moon, Artemis 2 was to go to the moon but not actually land on it, and then Artemis 3, next year we're hoping to put boots on the moon. The whole process of it seems like it's the first time. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying on that one.
I agree. Look, I mean, obviously that's a deep one we can go into, and
another rabbit hole. We're not
going to do that.
Yeah, we're just going to skirt around that one. But yeah, just interesting point I wanted to make there on that one. So then, guys, who designed the obverse on the double florin? The obverse of the double florin. No, stop, guys. Well, go on. Yeah.
Are you seeing something I'm not? Because you suddenly come out with comments, and I'm like, what's he talking about now?
No, this is going question. I've put the answer wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, well, it's all right. I've got the question the other way around. Yes, there we go. Unlucky Diaxis. Bowen, yes. Robot Toaster. I can see it's the first person who says Joseph Bowen. I was really looking for Joseph Edgar Bowen. But I'll give you Joseph Bowen. The middle name is not mandatory, at least. Robot Toast, you've got your 10 points back that you lost last week. He did the coin flip last week and he lost his. He went for a biscuit and he lost it, unfortunately. But yes, the obverse. The question was supposed to say the reverse. I'll be honest with you, but the obverse was Joseph Edgar Bowman. So well done to you there, Toaster mate. Congratulations. After they came back from... Oh, yeah. I mean, we're not going to go too far into it, but like Punk said, have you ever seen the press conference when they come back?
I think I have, many years ago.
It's weird, mate.
I can't remember it.
It's weird. It's weird. Like, they've got this
I'll have
weird...
to have a look at that.
Yeah, like, because Punk's just put something in the comments. They had this weird kind of, like... mannerism to them, like they were keeping something very hush, and one comment they made was something along the lines of, the world is going to change in massive ways. You know, it's like they saw something up there that we weren't, and there is an element of that now. You know, whether that's because they've just got back to Earth from being in outer space, etc. There's an argument there for that, but it's very interesting watch, guys. If anyone hasn't ever seen the press conference, it definitely is. Right, so that's going on. Fantastic. I've got a couple of before we do that, so Davinia, don't shout at me later, because she's very good at reminding me of these. Let's have a quick look at what the Royal Mint have brought out this week, and this is all we've got, guys. It's very on point for the time of year, with it being Halloween coming up. We've got the Count Dracula coin, which was designed by Joel 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 bang on. Well done. Well done. I'm going to be honest with you. This design here, I didn't really like it when I first saw it. Baron, we'll do questions later. If you want to park it in the Stack Chat Interact room, mate, I'll come back to that in a bit. I didn't like it when I first saw it, but it's growing on me. What's your opinion of it, mate?
Do you know what? Now you've put the picture up, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all. And I'm just looking at it now and I'm thinking, it's all right. I'm not over, it's not like
it's
breathtaking, but
yeah.
Looking at it now and seeing the little bats in there, I didn't notice that before.
Yeah.
They look quite nice. Yeah, I suppose it's okay. It's not as bad as some of the things I've seen. But it's not my favourite coin ever.
I think
okay.
I think we can both agree it's Royal Mint good. You know?
Yes.
It's
I
good
think that's a good web.
Yeah, it's Royal Mint good. It's not quite up there to maybe some other mints or what they're producing, but it's you know.
Yeah.
When it comes to Royal Mint stuff, we've seen a lot worse. We have seen a lot worse. I think it's going to be a series, isn't it?
Is it? Brother, I'll be very
so.
honest. I saw it once and I turned away from it. I wasn't impressed at all, so I didn't look into it. So you may be right.
Yeah. I think I saw somebody say it is going to be a series. Be very interesting to see what they come up with if they do carry on with the series. I assume it'll be things like the Mummy and the Wolfman. You know, the old school Hammer House horror characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shiny's put in there. Where's the milk spots? I think that's a very valid point.
yeah. Although, I'm going to be honest, I've been seeing less milk spotted piece of Royal Mint. I don't know if it's just me and I've just been lucky, but have you seen like a bit of an improvement when it comes to the milk spot?
I think you may be right. I have seen some 2025 Brits with milk spots, but in general, yeah, I think you may be right. Actually, it's not as often as I used to see it, so possibly.
A couple of years ago, like around the coronation, you were getting coins come out with like half of one side was milk spotted.
Yeah,
you know, they
terrible.
Terrible, weren't they? So hopefully things are getting better there, and they'll continue to do so. But that's your new release this week. It's the only one, guys. The other one.
You going out and buying one?
I don't think so. I possibly would if I wasn't being as strict as I am right now with buying new stuff. But,
maybe I'll get some for everyone.
Yeah, well, yeah, go on. I'll not say no to that. Price-wise, guys, so you can see we're looking at from $49.69, but that's going to be your 100-plus price. At one, you've got £51.34, which will have VAT put on top of that, but because it's a bullion piece, you won't have shipping. And just in case people didn't know, if you do buy bullion, it goes through as a transaction in your investments, not as an order on the commemoratives. But that is the new lease for the week, guys. So here we are back over here. Now, I want to show you this, mate. I know it's been a while, but Nerd, I think it was Nerd put this. It was Nemo. Check it out, mate. Check that out.
No, I'm waiting for it. What are we looking at?
That's you, mate.
Wait. Oh, hang on. Let it come up on the. I can't see it on my screen. 1 second, it will come up.
Yeah.
All right. Oh God.
I love
That's
it.
actually quite class. I like that.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Who did that?
Nemo's Numismatics.
Oh, wicked. That's quite cool. I like that. I love tigers anyway, so that's great.
That was good. I thought that was good. I had to go back and point that out to you. Loads of gifts coming through. Love to see you guys. Don't forget to get your comments and gifts behind me right there just by popping them into Stack Chat Interact. Craven's done one. Look at that. Craven, look at him.
Wicked.
Fantastic with a golden phone. That's you. You're not the man with a golden gun, man with a golden phone. Hold on, can I do it? Hold on. Phones for you.
Wicked.
Hey, phones for you. Who remembers that?
Isn't it amazing how quickly you can make a picture up? That's absolutely brilliant.
I know, AI. We'll get onto that in a moment. But before we do that, I've got a couple of things I need to open, and I need to go through tonight's duck race bundles, guys. Bundles, because if I'm not mistaken, we're on last Saturday of the month, and we are. So it's not just the standard duck race tonight. We've got our members only duck race. This is for all members, all levels. Don't forget, the gold members will be entered into another duck race tomorrow night for your chance to win a troy-ounce of silver. But for the all members, what you've got right here is you've got the grubbins, aka the pictures, my channel picture, Stack Chat sticker, Stack Social sticker, the Queen Elizabeth stamp sticker. You've got the Stack Social 1K Privy and the Stack Collector Stack Chat poker chips. You've got the little rubber ducky. If I don't drop him, you've got the little rubber ducky right there. You've also got the Cardiff Gold pen and pencil case, and then coin wise, what we've got here for you guys is a very, very nice condition 1972 German commemorative 10 marks commemorating the 1972 Munich Olympics right there. As you can see, you got the Olympic flame, the Olympic logo, etc. right there. So that's on offer. That's that right there. I think it's 15.5 grams of 625 silver. Definitely 625 silver. Definitely around 15 grams. But what you've also got, guys, is a 1965 Canadian Voyager dollar right there. Beautiful little coins. You've got the Arnold Machin Queen Elizabeth II right there. Fantastic design. And you've got the Native American Inuits riding the canoe down the river right there. Beautiful little coin. Beautiful design. That's for the members. But for everybody who's either a member or put their comment on the post last week, we've got the general duck race bundle, which we'll, if I can get this in here so I don't muddle them all up together later, we'll have a quick look at that. So, we'll start off with the bits that are outside. You've got a Nerd X Tech, I've got a bit of plastic on me right there, I don't know what it's about. Nerd X Tech Pinger right there. You've also got a Nerds Beast #1, the Bulldog of England. I will go through it again, guys, but this is the last one I've got, so this is the last time I will read out to you that with a face only a stacker could love and a growl that scares away fiat currency, this squat legend guards your stack like it's the last tin of corned beef in post-Brexit Britain. Draped in Union Jack swagger and powered by pure stubbornness, he's not just a symbol of Britain, he is Britain. If Britain had 4 legs and snored like a flake chain. Fantastic work there, Nerd. Well done to you on that one. By the way, guys, just so you know, the poker chip does pop out. It's a little poker chip right there. You've got Nerd UK logo on the back and the Bulldog of Britain right there. You've also got one of the 100 years of the First World War information packs right here. Got loads of fantastic information on it. You've got a silver-plated copper nickel medal right there. It is only silver-plated on this one, guys, but it's a lovely little coin. You've got George V right there with his moustache glory. Or glorious moustache, shall I say. And then you've got Winged Victory on the other side. I wish it was silver. That would be an absolutely fantastic coin in silver. It really would. But nice little part towards the giveaway. Cobra while I get these out of here, do you want to share a little something with people for the giveaway bundle tonight?
Yeah, so as you know, I normally give a little gift in your duck races when I'm on. If you can whack it on my screen.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yep. There we go. Back over to 𝗀𝗶𝗃.
Okay, so I am going to give away a collector's item this time. So I normally give away a bit of bullion, but this time I thought, collectibles are my thing. I absolutely love them. So this is the Avatar 5-gram silver. The mintage on this is only 1,000.
Wow.
And I just thought it was a really nice piece. Maybe it'll be a nice Christmas present for someone. So there you go. That will go into your duck race as well. 1,000 mintage Avatar.
Christmas present. If I won that, I'd have it.
You
know what I
or
mean?
you keep it for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That is an option. It is an option, guys. You don't have to give it away. It's not mandatory. so
there you go. So
that's fantastic, is what that is, mate. Absolutely, very, very generous of you. Thank you so much. But that's not all, guys. That's not all, because you've also got. Take you back off for a second. You've got the little rubber ducky. You've got the 𝗀𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃 poker chip by Nemo's Numismatics. You've got the 𝗧𝗂𝘀𝗃 𝗃 poker chip right there. You've got the Saturday Stack Chat and the Stack Collector poker chip. You've got 𝗃65 Days of Silver poker chip. You've got the 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 poker chip right there with stickers. You've got the 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, both of his stickers right there. My resident sniper over on Whatnot on a Monday night. You've also got a Stackers Social business card right there. You've got a Coin Noob business card right there. You've got an Israel coin sticker. You've got the Queen Elizabeth stamp sticker. You've got the Stackers Social sticker. You've got the CY Sterling sticker. You've got the Saturday Stack Chat sticker. You've got the Stack Collector sticker. You've got the Cardiff Gold pen. You've got a cuddly toy, holiday to Mauritius. No, those last two, not really. But if you watch the game, what was it? What was it called?
Which one?
Generation Game, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes,
Generation Game, real stuff. You know what I mean if you used to watch that. Monetary wise, to start us off, we've got a 1000G Bank of the Thoughtful Stacker from Mr. Ian Atterbury right there, the governor himself.
Very precious note, that is. Very precious note.
Oh, very, very precious. Very precious. Very sought after they are. You've also got a 1 Japanese samurai coin. Oh, Villainous Bank Bounty. Thank you for joining COP, my friend. Are you in the duck race tonight already? Let's have a quick look. I don't think you are. I'll add you in, VB. And I think it was Michael earlier wanted to join gold. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Just got to check. They're not already in there. Cool. So, Michael. I think it was Michael. If that's wrong, I know. I mean, it was the person who got gold earlier, and VB. Thank you very much, buddy. Right, okay, so you've got a 1 Japanese coin. These are super cool. It's made out of iron, but it's just, you know, the fact that this was the coins of the samurais, you know, and this would have, at one point of time, been handled by a samurai warrior, more than likely. And I just think that's super cool, isn't it?
That's amazing.
It really, really is. So thank you very much. That came from Jamie Frost, of course, over in Japan. You've also got to go with the little piece that 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃 put in. Not only that, but you've got one of his channel rounds right here. And if I just come back here, because I know I've got this, I can show you all that there's a little something about these, isn't there, Cobra? Because if you get a dark light, just like this,
shine it on there.
Glows up. Look, guys. Look at that, glowing up. Fantastic that is. So you've got the COVID stack. I'm not that fat. Wowzers. Silver Sins? What have you done to me here, mate? Jesus. Woof. Woof. I don't know. What's that about Silver Sins? Love it, though. I love it. So you got the COVID stack around. Come on, I've got a few more left to get through yet. Where's TSC's costume? I'm going to wear it next week, guys. I'll wear my costume next week, but I'm not in the actual proper vote. My vote's going to be against myself, so I'm doing this year's costume against last year's costume because I'm the organiser, and you know, I'm giving it away, so you know, I'm not going to give it to myself, am I? But coin-wise, from 𝗪𝗪𝗺𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃, you've got one of his beautiful little George for 6 500 silver shillings right there. Absolutely beautiful little piece. From myself, I was being tame. Fair play, fair play. From myself, you've got a lovely little 1943 Mercury dime right there. Nice bit of constitutional, nice 90% silver. You've also got a 1971 German 5-mark commemorative for Albert Dürer right there. Once again, in very, very nice condition. It's got a bit of tone to it, but fantastic condition on that one. That's 625 silver. And then you've also got, to go with the 100 years of the First World War information pack, you've got the shilling from the first year of the First World War, the 1914 shilling, the coin that was minted the year it all began, and it's in beautiful detail, as you can see right there. So that's your free bundle, all that with plus the bits Kobe sending across, and then the members bundles for the 10 marks and the Canadian coin. So what a pair of bundles right there, mate. Made only better by your generosity.
My pleasure.
Oh, fantastic work, mate. Thank you so much. So we'll find the winners for those a little later. And don't forget, guys, if you are a gold member, you will be entered into my gold members only tomorrow night. I'm going to be so tired tomorrow night on the live stream. But you'll be we'll do the Italian brain rot race, which we enjoy every month over on the gold members only live streams. If you're a silver member, you do get to watch them back after the live. So the silver members out there might know what I mean. But I found it's the same as the duck race, same website, but it's just monstrosities, mate. It's like a fridge crossed with a camel crossed with a Volkswagen Beetle versus a hippopotamus crossed with a tyre. It's insanity. It's insanity, and we love it. It's brilliant, mate. We found it by chance. I think on the first ever gold members live stream, we've just found it by chance. We were just browsing through, and I saw it. I was like, oh no, that's got to be it. We're using that every month now for gold members. But good luck to all gold members tomorrow. No. And thank you to all of my channel members. You make these giveaways possible. So thank you so much for all the help and support. I really, really do appreciate it. But I've got a couple of packages I'm going to open now. I think I'll do this one last. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think you should do it last, but do it just before the duck race.
I'll do that one just before the duck race. This one I'm going to open now because I'm not sure where this has come from. Someone probably told me they were sending me something, but
hang on, that's the one. That's the one. Hang on, I'm looking at the TV. Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
go
yeah.
On, carry on.
No. You're good. You're good. I think it was just a bit of lag because you're watching through TV.
Yeah.
Oof. I don't know who sent it, but you've done a bloody good job of armouring it. Oh yeah. You ought to make G4S vans like this. Fantastic work. There we go. Right, okay. If I open this up, is this? I bought something or something? What's going off? I have no idea. Is this from you?
No.
Can whoever sent me a 2026 Silver Britannia just let me know, please? Thank you. I don't. What? Let me know what it's for. Because I've no idea what that is. That's just.
Is there no message in there? No return?
No.
Nothing.
No, and unfortunately, I've the return address is ripped, but it had a number and a postcode. It didn't have a name or anything on it. Oh, hold on. That's not even it. There's something else taped to the back.
Wow. That's very weird.
Oh, hold on. Oh, you sneaky little one. He did message me. He did message me and tell me it was coming across. I remember now. That is our newest marketplace moderator, Joker's Wild, right there.
Ah.
Yeah, I can't remember why he sent it across. So, Jokers, I'm tired. I do apologise. Let me have a quick look. Nope, not that one. There we go. Sorry guys, I do apologise.
What are you looking for there, bruv?
I'll check for next week, guys. But he did send me a message on Discord why he was sending me that across, and because of how tired I am, I forgot that. But Joker's Wild, thank you so much for sending me that across. I will double check why that was. I can only apologise. But yeah, no, I was a bit comfortable then. When I saw his poker chip at the back, I remembered. Yes, I remember him saying that he'd forgot to put the poker chip in, and he was going to put that in before he sends it across. The plot thickens, as True Legends said. True Legends, am I going to see you tomorrow? True Legends, let me know. Let me know. It's been a couple of months. I miss you, buddy. I miss you. Want to sit down and have our caramel lattes? You know, take out a second mortgage. I'm talking. If anyone didn't know, I'm talking about the Yorkshire Coin Fair, where I will of course be there with my Sigma investor PMV, and I will be doing free demos for anybody who's interested in getting to know a little bit more info about the Sigma machines. They are fantastic machines, which is something you know for yourself, don't you, 𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗀? What would you do without it as a seller?
I couldn't go without it now, because I have to obviously test what I bring in for what I'm selling for other people and all that. So yeah, I need it.
Nerd. If you see me randomly just start laughing, it's probably Nerd's fault. Look at that. Wait a second. Yeah, AI for sure, but look at that. I don't know, Nerd. I don't know what you like. There we go. Fantastic. Right, okay. So, guys, let's do a grindcoin question. 𝗵𝗵𝗺𝗺 from Caravan, didn't he? Which one's that? Caravan and you a giveaway. Someone sent Caravan and you a giveaway. I can't remember who it was. That's probably Joker's, mate. I'm sure Joker sent me that to give it away, but I can't remember how he's asked me to give it away. So, I'm not going to put it in tonight's Duck Race bundle, but there's a good chance it will be next week's Duck Race bundle, if I'm not mistaken about that. But I need to refresh myself on the memory, on the messages, and I'm not going to pause. Everyone, talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to go and recap myself, but I'll know for next week. But it's come from Joker's Wild, and it's incredibly generous of him to send it across. Right then, guys. Okay, this next question is for you, 𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃. You're not allowed to answer it, but I've put this question in specifically for you. The question is, guys, what type of edge did the double florin have? What type of edge did the double florin have?
Brilliant.
You know why it's for you, don't you?
Absolutely brilliant. Can I do the impression after?
Well, I'm going to say you can. Right, the answer has been given. Do you want to give everyone the correct answer?
So this is how TSC does a demonstration of a coin. And if you can put my camera on, that would be great.
Oh, sorry, mate. I keep forgetting about that. There we go.
And what we have here is a Britannia. And what you see about these Britannias is this beautiful reeded edge that goes all the way round. And that stops people from chipping off the silver in the old days. And that's why they put the reeded edge on.
It's not wrong. Oh, Cobra, I can give you 10 groin coin for that. I think you just said.
I used to take the piss out of you all the time.
You did.
But not in a good way, because I tell you, your descriptions of coins is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you. No, we have had a lot of fun with that before, haven't we? It's got a reeded edge. I mean, that was
coin. Who is that? Not David Attenborough. Who was it?
No, Bellamy.
David Bellamy.
Yeah. David Bellamy.
Reeded edge.
Reeded edge. Love it. I used to love David Bellamy. He was fantastic, wasn't he? Cobra, let's give you 10 groin coins. There you go. For your fantastic impression. I do a good impression of Australian people. Just ask for chat. They'll tell you. It's not good.
Brilliant stuff.
Right then, guys, am I going to be singing to you tonight? Let's have a look.
Oh God,
what's the chances? Be singing to you tonight. Shut up, you. Oh, we're only at 38. 12 away, guys. 12 away. You know, I should be holding one of these coins as well. I keep thinking to myself, I'll hold back one of the coins. If you can't get me 50 likes, you can't have it. But you got more this time, so don't let me down, guys. Let's get it to 50, and I'll give you a poll. I'll let you decide whether or not I sing to you how good you all are. If we do get to 50. There we go. Right then, okay, so that is the new releases from Royal Mint, that is the announcements, and that is the spot prices done. Fantastic. Right then, buddy, we get to have a little bit of a chat, and then it's the duck race, and then I'm going to put you at the mercy of everyone in the live chat, and we're going to do a Q&A.
No
if that's
problem.
all right with you. Fantastic.
No problem at all.
Fantastic. Right then, so are we going to be ruled by AI in 5 years' time?
100%.
Yeah,
I think AI is a great thing and can be used in so many good ways, but also highly, highly, highly dangerous. And I think with quantum computers and everything that's going on, it is going to, I don't know about 5 years, but it's definitely going to have a major influence on our lives.
Yeah, for sure. Can you remember around 2 years ago, because it would have been early days at Stack Chat, we had a chat. We talked about AI a few times, and if you remember, we kind of said, you know, we might be at the point of no return. We might have gone too far, and
we are definitely over
yes,
that.
We're might has
gone.
That might maybe has gone. It's been blown out the window. Do you know?
Yeah.
I did a bit of an epiphany the other day, and do you know what really worries me about AI?
Go on.
It's not ChatGPT. It's not Bing, it's not Sora, it's not all these things. It's for people out there that have got their own AI on their PC. That isn't limited, you know, because ChatGPT, there's certain things, if you ask it, it'll come back and say, I can't respond.
It's restricted.
It's restricted, yeah. So
Yeah.
you couldn't get ChatGPT to help you hack into a serious system or get things like write you a computer virus. You couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But if you've got your own AI module on your own PC, that's when it gets scary to me. You know, people can.
Bro, it's very dangerous. Did you know that AI videos have been created of Warren Buffett basically saying, sell your gold and get into Bitcoin? And that was a major point where a load of people in the last few days sold off a load of gold because of that. And that was AI. It was all proved to be AI. Yeah. So we're not only manipulating through governments and industry and all that, we're actually getting manipulated through AI. And these videos are great. They look great.
Oh, yeah. No, the big manipulation is nothing like AI for manipulation because of how good these videos are all of a sudden. And it hasn't, you know...
Do you remember The Running Man?
Yeah. What, the Arnold Schwarzenegger film, yeah?
Yeah. So how did they get him into that situation? They did a film where he was in a helicopter shooting everyone, and so he was put into the Running Man because he had committed a crime. And the whole thing was fake. It was AI. Think about that.
Didn't they do... They did something like that in Total Recall as well, didn't they?
Total Recall, yeah. I mean, basically, you would put into.
They made him think he was somebody. They made him think he was an agent or something. They manipulate. Yeah. They did something similar. But you're right. You're right about Running Man. 100% right. I was just getting a bit. I was like, they just did something similar in Total Recall as well. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong. The thing is, guys, you can no longer trust anything you see on the internet. You can't trust it at face value. That day has gone.
Well, they always used to say a photo never lies. That's gone, isn't it?
It's gone. That now a photo will probably lie to you at some extent, whether it's a filter, just a little bit of a touch up, or making yourself look a little bit nice or something like that. There's fewer and fewer raw photos on the internet nowadays, isn't there? You know what I mean? Like everyone who's taking a selfie is using that portrait camera to get that nice filter on it, get rid of a few wrinkles here and there. It's only subtle in most cases, but it's fair. The extreme of that is we genuinely now cannot trust what we're seeing to be real life.
No.
You just can't. No. That day, the day in human history where you could trust a photograph, like you said, it tells no lies. It's gone. That has just gone now. What can you do? And so now, I mean, I've always been like, obviously we've had things like CGI for a little while. So, it's always been a bit of a case of be careful what you see online and what you hear online. Now, just be,
Oh,
just
absolutely, yeah.
you go to
Government manipulation using it so
God,
much.
yeah, and not just government manipulation. It's anybody.
Personal, yeah.
Like that video of Warren Buffett, that was probably just some guy in his mum's basement or something. You know what I mean? It was it's probably not an actual government or institute or body or anything. You know what I mean? It's
a lot of people were saying it was the people from, like, a lot of people who are heavy into Bitcoin wanted that money coming back into it. So a lot of the thing was from that, or they were saying it was
for sure, because that's where market manipulation comes down to, isn't it? It's people wanting their asset to either go up or down in value. You know what I mean? We could be shorting it, and we could be saying, we could, at the same time as buying Bitcoin, we could also be shorting gold at the same time. You know what I mean? Don't move all your money from gold to Bitcoin. You're getting both ends of it. You know what I mean? You're getting the benefit of the Bitcoin and the loss of the gold as well. So it's just so important. It really is so important now, guys, to just to do a bit more research.
Take a step back.
Yeah, take a step back. Think, is that true? If it sounds too good, but the thing is, a video of Warren Buffett saying something like that isn't beyond the realms of possibility. He's an investor. He's one of the best known investors on the planet. In fact, he's considered to be the Don, the godfather of all investors. And so it's not beyond that, is it? It's kind of similar to something we saw recently. Bristol Sobs, what's that about? I hope that's not meant to be me and you here.
What? Are you joking?
I don't know what that is. Bristol Sobs dropped it in. I don't know if that's meant to be me and you, or if that's
No, that actually happened, everyone. That actually happened.
I'll tell you what did happen.
In the woods, dressed in a tutu type thing.
Yeah,
that's not AI. That's real.
Yeah. And like you say, completely real. There's no AI there at all.
Hey, look, when I do something, I've got to fess up, and yes, I was dancing around like that. It only happened once, though, guys.
I'll tell you one thing though, I've got the one he did with me earlier, but other than making me a bit more portly than I perhaps am, nailed it on everything else, on tie and waistcoat and shirt and everything, haven't we? Even patting on inside a collar.
Mental, hat, absolutely mental.
Yeah, fair play. So be careful, guys. Just be careful, like forever. Because the Pandora's box on that one's been open, and you know what you can do now. But
no closing it now.
No, that for sure. While I've got you in, I want to just very quickly discuss something. Again, this is something that really should have a 2-hour conversation just about it. But what are your views? And it falls in very hand in hand with AI about UBI.
The universal basic income. Yeah. So, look, the trouble is AI is coming in so strong, and so a lot of jobs are going to be lost.
Yeah.
And what they don't want, what they want to control is rioting or revolution or anything like that.
Yeah.
By introducing a universal basic income that everyone can just about live on, right? You won't be able to afford a house. You won't be able to afford anything else.
They won't want you to own houses. They won't want you to own houses.
No, they don't want you to own any assets.
Lease, Own nothing and be happy.
So, absolutely. And so even with what we see with the government now, with this new thing where they're talking about getting rid of council tax and all that lot, but if you own a house over 500,000, you're going to be taxed so heavily that you'll be forced to sell.
Yeah. Basically, we're going to
force things to get. Yeah, these are all things to get us out of the assets that we own.
Yeah.
Introduce a universal basic income and have us live off that and be thankful that we're getting that. Oh my God, everyone's equal. We can all live off that. Oh, isn't it great? No, it's not, because where's the ambition go then? Where does the ambition for anyone to achieve anything, or the entrepreneurs, or to make things more successful? That all goes.
Yeah.
And so we'll see. I don't know. I think it's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. And you're right. This is another conversation we could have for hours.
And it's probably a conversation that deserves that length of time,
Oh,
really,
yes.
to properly thrash it
100%.
out. You know, the 10 minutes we're going to spend
Yeah.
on it is going to be such a condensed down version of it.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
I would say, you know, it's 𝗕𝗂𝘁, just pop it in Stat Chat Interact, mate. I'm gonna go to Q&A very, very, very shortly, mate. For me, I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it for the reasons you've just given. I think it can cause stagnation. By you know,
Depression?
Depression is going to be a massive issue when that happens. It really, really is. But what, like you say, with AI and the amount of jobs that are going to be lost to technology, what is the alternative? You know, it's kind of like a catch-22, isn't it?
I get it, brother. But if you see, again, if you look at The Matrix, the film The Matrix, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't keep those people in pods because they were getting really bored and frustrated and
Well,
it
yeah,
weren't working.
The first one, they tried to make everyone happy, didn't they? And it didn't
Yes,
work,
yes.
and everyone rejected
Right.
it. So they had to make it work. They had to give hardships and make
Exactly.
yeah, absolutely.
So you imagine that everyone's on UBI, right? We're all, oh yeah, we're cool, we're good, we're good. We're bored, we're depressed, we've got no ambition, we've got nothing to do. Yeah, it'll give people time to be creative. How creative do you want to be?
Yeah.
Like 365 days a year, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. What are you going to create? Every AI thing will create better than you anyway.
Yeah.
It's going to be horrendous.
Yeah. It's going to be a absolute paradigm shift of society, if you ask me. You know, it's going to be more.
There'll be so many more forms of depraved entertainment to keep us occupied.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, we already see our society falling down a very dark path in things that is going on.
Yes.
You know, you have to keep us entertained somewhere, and that's going to go through more depravity, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like Black Mirror. You've watched Black Mirror, haven't you?
A bit of it, yeah. I've seen some of them, not all. Yeah.
So we've got this concept. It's a bit like YouTube in the future, but it's like people are just doing, like, you know, it's like getting dead when you were a kid kind of stuff. Like, oh, go and eat a glass sandwich, and I'll donate £500 and do this, and I'll donate that.
Stupid games like that, yeah.
And can you remember that film called The Gamer with Gerard Butler in it?
I have seen it. I can't remember all of it.
It's the one where people, you kind of go. It's a bit like Second Life, where you go and you have this other life, but it's not as a computer person. You're actually taking over somebody's body, and you have these people that they have to. You know, it's basically a level of prostitution, because you go and you get paid. And this person can take over your body, and they can do whatever they want with your body while they've got it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's that element of it. And then there was the other element where Gerard Butler came in. He was a convicted prisoner. So he was basically a COD character, Call of Duty character, but it's real life. And if you survive so many, you get to go free. And,
yes. I remember now. Yes.
But it's, the reason I bring it up, it's you know, it's that kind of depravity, isn't it? You know what I mean? And it's the kind of thing, you know, I'm not saying that's going to be a thing ever, like where you take control of someone else's body, but you do
it's
see
exactly what Addicted has said. Idle hands creates the devil's work.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, that's what I was getting at. You know what I mean? It's what it and it does make for devil's work. And the thing is, you know, the only way I could see it working, and this is a pipe dream, you know, this is optimism at its highest level, that we'd all be inspired to, you know, invent new things or you know, or create new art, or, you know, become the next Vanessa May on the violin or something like that. But it's the reality of it is it's not going to be like that. It's going to be people just, you know, it will send society backwards in a big way, is my opinion.
I think so. ΔeVinya's put that UBI has worked everywhere it's been tried. Yeah, but it's only been tried on a very short-term basis.
Yeah, I'm going to say, has it worked?
Very short-term.
Yeah.
You know, people are going to enjoy that in the beginning because we've still got society the way we have. But when you do it long-term, no, I don't see it working.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it hasn't been a massive issue yet in the very short period of time it's been introduced. That is an indication that it works. It just hasn't been thoroughly tested yet. It hasn't been
it's being tested. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's being tested. It's not being if tested. If you know what I mean. So I agree. I agree with you. I think UBI is one of those things that works on a very short period of time, but the longer.
Of course, right now in society, the way we are, they're giving people money. People are very happy.
Yeah.
Long term,
it's not. It's not about 10 years of that. Not having that purpose in life, not having all these things, that it's the prolonged effect that these things have that I think is going to be the issue.
And even the way we develop and the way we've advanced and all that lot has because of been of man's sort of eagerness to do things and ours and this, that, and the other. Well, yes, AI will take over all that sort of stuff, but I just think as human beings, we're just killing ourselves, our minds, our bodies, everything.
Yeah.
We talk about overweightness and all that lot, and don't get me wrong, I'm not the slimmest person, but when
that's going to be worse. It's going to be worse.
Yeah,
that makes me think. Going back to movies, and people can say, "Oh, yeah, but they're just movies." I use movies a lot as analogies, and I'm not saying that the movie's going to be real, but as an analogy. Can you remember Wall-E, the animated, where you got the little robot? And the little Wall-E robot.
I don't think I saw that one.
That's irrelevant. But basically, what happens is human beings have messed the Earth up so badly with pollution that it's no longer habitable. So they go over in these like kind of space cruises, like a cruise ship, but in space, and the size you can fit the entire species on them. And because they have nothing to do, they end up just basically on these loungers. And they get fat to the point where they're no longer even able to walk because all it is just slobbed around for so long, and I get visions of that in my head, in 10 years time. 20 years time.
I don't make you wrong. Yeah, long term, I think it will be disastrous for the human race, for us as people, for our mental health. Short term, absolutely, great. Give me $1,500 a month now. I'll be happy. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, and I think that's the issue. I don't know, Brits and Sovs. Do you know what film called with Emma Watson in it, where there's CCTV everywhere and they can track everyone down within? It's not Eagle. What is it? Eagle Eye or something?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, mate.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure on that one, buddy. For Silver Sims, can you show the Wonka bar in the background? He would love to see it.
Yes, of course. Hang on. This is one of my favourite pieces, actually. 500 mintage. There we go. Absolutely beautiful bar. It's a 5 ounce, 500 mintage silver, colorized.
Yeah.
But they make it so the foil is absolutely beautiful. And then when you turn it around, there you have the whole Wonka thing and the foil there on the back as well. It's just so beautifully made. And it comes in a lovely box as well, like that. And on there it tells you the mintages, as I say, 500, I believe. Yep.
Yeah.
But, 5 ounce. And I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful. Yeah. And that's one bar I would never get rid of. There's certain collectibles I've got that I'll never get rid of. And this is definitely one of them.
Yeah. Just Robot Toaster just put something in there, and that is gorgeous. That really is gorgeous. Do you know what it reminds me of? Can you remember those chocolate coins you got?
Yes.
You got them in Germany, I think, didn't you?
Yeah.
Kind of same kind of vibe, but very, very nice, very nice. But Robot Toaster put, what's the alternative to UBI when a lot of people can't afford food? The Russian Revolution started as a protest over a lack of bread. It's the old saying, isn't it? Society is only 3 missed meals away from collapse, and I agree with you there, Robot. And the question you're asking there is the exact same question as I'm asking. As somebody who doesn't like UBI and would like another alternative, what is that alternative when we get to the stage?
But this is the problem.
Yes.
Robot is absolutely right. We're not saying that there's another alternative. We have to give people food, we have to give them a way to survive. We're just saying that it's a terrible situation. I don't like what's going on,
and it is the road we're seeing us go down. we are saying
Yeah.
that, like the more jobs that get taken over by technology, there's not going to be another alternative when you've got drones. Let's put it in perspective. You've got cars driving themselves right now. You've got Amazon drones dropping off stuff. I remember in the 90s, right? I remember growing up alive in the 90s, and I remember people, this AI was starting to come, being spoke about, and it's basically the birth of AI. AI goes a little bit older than that, but you very early AI is things like Deep Blue. And Deep Blue was a computer that learnt, and it was a chess computer. And you also had computers in different governments that learnt, and they used them for different things. So AI has been around for a long time in certain ways. It's just in the last few years, it's blossomed and it's developed and it's matured into something that is just on a different level now. But I remember back in the 90s. People saying stuff like, but a computer will never be able to create a piece of artwork. A computer will never be able to compose a piece of music.
I remember, you're right,
Yeah, and I honestly think anything anybody says right now, but a computer will never be able, I think it will be able to do that one day.
I think what we have to remember is the young'uns now, or within the next 10 years or so, who are brought up with AI will be used to a certain system. They'll be used to UBI. They'll be used to the whole thing. This is what's going to affect people like me and you, and most of the people in the chat who are a bit older. It's a massive change which we would resist. But the young'uns will be brought into it, and it will be norm. It will be the norm. And so they'll accept it.
I'll give you an example. I will give you a real world right now example of that, and it's something we've discussed a few weeks ago. Back in our day, a little man called Tony Blair, he tried to make us all have an ID card. And we all said, we're not having that. We're not having that. We're free people of Britain. We don't show me your papers everywhere we go. No, mate, get out of here. Be gone with you. And he failed it. And he's just doing the same. And he's very, very integrated with this new digital ID. It's, he's very, very behind that kind of thing. But there's
the Fabian Society is involved in so much. And the Fabian Society, most of the MPs from Labour and most of the MPs are connected to the Fabian Society.
For sure.
And so they have a lot of control in the way we're heading.
But the point I'm making is you're not seeing the same level of resistance as you did, when they tried to bring in the physical ID, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, whenever it was. And I think that's because of what you've just said, the younger generation just accepting it more. You know what I mean? I think it's the older people, the people of our age that are saying, no, we don't want the digital ID. No, we don't want it. We don't like it. But you're seeing the younger people like, oh yeah, but it's, you have profiles and stuff everywhere. It's just normal. It's normal to pay with your phone. It's not, all this kind of stuff's normal. And I think we're seeing what you were just saying there come into play. And I think that's a good example of that, of how the youth being not knowing anything other, makes these decisions
it's going to be
a
a
lot
thing.
easier. It is, and neither me or Cobra is saying no, UBI won't ever happen. We're just desperately saying, give us let's think of an alternative. You know what I mean? Because both of us want an alternative to it. But the truth of the matter is, the way things are going, it does seem to be going a bit down that dystopian sci-fi. Everyone gets herded, Room 101 kind of society. You know what I mean? It's like.
And the thing is, brother, there is resistance to UBI. There is.
Yes, of course.
Sorry, to digital ID. IDs.
Yeah.
There is resistance, 100%. But the problem is, they'll bring it in anyway. We will all moan about it, us older people. But the young'uns, again, will be used to it, and it will come in, and it will be there. You're not going to stop it. We all, or they did that petition. I signed it as well. And he basically turned around and said, yeah, well, it's going to come in anyway. Basically, that's what we said. Don't care about your petition. We're doing it anyway. And remember, digital ID is not just in the UK. We're all talking about the UK. There is over 100 countries already either forming the digital ID or already have it. India already has it. It's called the Aadhaar. And so it's already, and it's a worldwide thing. This is all happening worldwide. Everything we're seeing is not just in the UK.
Oh, yeah,
it's been organised worldwide.
Guys, this it's what's known as the Great Reset. And it's right. It's a global thing, and it's being worked on very. You know, it predates 2019, but 2019 is when they really started ramping things up, and you started hearing the phrase "you will own nothing and you will be happy," and that's what we're trying to do. And what's meant by that is you won't own your home. You'll be a tenant in your home. You won't own your car
to the government.
You'll have a lease on your car. You won't own your TV or anything like that. You'll have them on lease. The benefit of that, and the reason it will happen, is what will happen is you have the brand spanking new TV. You wait a little while, and it's like, all right, well, you know, get a new TV now, and it gets sent to you, and you're on the lease. It's a bit like a subscription. Everything's going to be done by subscription going forward. You know what I mean? And that's what people mean by "you will own nothing and be happy." And I understand where they're getting from, because there's not going to be the stress of having the mortgage. But you know what? I'd rather that stress than have my own house. You know, I want to have that.
Yeah, but with whatever they give you in UBI, bruv, you'll be restricted in how much you can use it and where you can use it. So, you know, again, CBDCs come into it. Your money is going to come through that sort of system. Then they're going to decide where you can spend it.
Yeah.
And then you've got to decide, well, do I spend it on that? Do I go on a little holiday? Because it's going to be limited.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I just think it is what it is, but be aware.
You go and buy yourself a Bang & Olufsen TV and say that, Ď, you know, and I use that as an example of everything. Okay, Ď's just said TVs are cheap.
Yeah,
you know, but you know, like I say, go and buy yourself a Bang & Olufsen and tell me if it's cheap, because they're not.
But that's just, as you said, that's just an example.
Just one example.
It could be a car, it could be anything you're talking about. With, you know.
Yeah. Your fridge, your washing machine, everything. You know what I mean? It'll all be done by subscription. And I think, mate, you're 100% right in everything you said there. And I think it's an interesting debate. The problem is, you know, it's where things are going to go, isn't it? You know what I mean? And you're right. You know, these things are going.
And there'll be resistance to a certain extent, but they will go ahead with what they have to do, and they will make it. Look, most of the people out there have not even thought about digital IDs and all that lot. No. You know, people like us in our community who think about these things, and there are other people in other communities who think about it. Fair enough, but the average person out there is trying to survive. The government is making it so hard on everyone that they've got other things that are more important right now.
Yeah.
And for those people, if they're offered compensation for doing certain things, whether it be going into CBDCs or anything else, they're going to take it.
Yeah.
And once it's taken up in the majority of people, it will be in.
And let's get it right, CBDC is nothing but a form of control. It's nothing but a form of control.
Absolutely.
We already have a digital currency. I can send you money right now, mate, and I never see the money, you never see the money. It gets sent to you digitally from my bank account to your bank account. The system ain't broke. It don't need fixing.
No, but this
CBDC
can control everything you spend, where you spend it, where it's seen.
Yeah, for sure, and I agree with you 100% on that, because imagine how many billions have been put into developing CBDCs across the globe.
Oh yeah, they're not going to just scrap it now.
Unnecessarily spent, you know, when you've already got a system set up. You're not going to spend that much in integrating this new system for if it weren't due to control. You know, and the fact that they will then know what you've bought, every single penny you've spent, you know, where you're going, what you're doing. They can control where you can go by limiting your wallet. They can, you know, the possibilities are endless and horrific. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of those
things. You do
things.
something wrong, you go and protest, they catch you on the cameras, which will have facial recognition.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to go out over a certain amount of miles from your home.
Yeah.
You know, they won't even need prisons. They'll stop you in other ways. You know what I mean? You'll be banned.
You will be marked as an undesirable.
Yes,
for sure.
absolutely.
For sure. You know,
you muck up, they'll reduce the amount of UBI you get.
Yes.
There's your UBI.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that. Your UBI is cut for a month.
Yeah. What's the term we use for benefit? It's sanction or something?
Yeah, something like that.
It'll be the same for CBDCs. CBDCs, nerd. If I said CBBCs, you know what I'm like for mixing my words up. But yeah, no, for sure, mate, for sure, 100% on that. Yeah. Right then, guys, let's do some duck races. But before I do that means I get to open this quickly. Right. So this, I do know this has come from Cobra, and he told me he was sending something across. He's just been away, and he said,
Put your camera on. Put
yeah, I have done, mate. You're just on leg, buddy.
There you go. Yeah, sorry, I'm delayed.
No worries. So he told me he'd pick me some up when he was away. I said, "Oh, that's fantastic because you're on Saturday, so I can open it when you're live." And oh, look at that gondola duck! I love it.
So
did you have a good time?
Yeah. Most of the I did. Most of the ducks you can get all over the world, whatever. That one is specific to Venice. You can only get it in Venice.
Yeah.
So yes, I did have a lovely time. Me and Mrs. Cobra Stacker, both of us did. I used a 3D camera out there and filmed a load of stuff. I may put it up at some point. The gondolas were nice. Everything. It was lovely.
Yeah. No, it's not a dog toy. It's a rubber ducky. Rubber ducky. That dog toy. Get out of here. Go on. Be gone with you. No, thank you, mate. That's fantastic, guys. I'm still trying to find my other ones. I'm meant to be doing. I've got to do a live action duck race, and I can't find my ducks. I've put them somewhere. And
what have you done with them, bruv?
Well, you know how I'm sorting everything out, and I'm moving. You know, I've been tidying everything up because it's been all over the place. I've put them somewhere, and I don't know where I've put them. And the only place left really is the attic. So I'm going to get up in the attic and have a good look in there and see if I've stuck them on there because I've cleaned the arse really well. So the arse is looking a lot better now. But yeah, I'll get it sorted as soon as possible. The gold, it's 1 gram gold 𝗵𝗵𝗁 I'm giving away. It's a gram of gold. It's still here, guys. Don't worry, it's safe. But yeah, I need to get that sorted as soon as possible. I really do. We've got some.
These pictures are mad.
I like that one.
Mad.
I can actually imagine young me and you going trick-or-treating, you know, probably with a big smile on our faces like that. You probably had the full beard at that age. The only thing wrong about that picture is you wouldn't have been dressed like that. You'd have been a Power Ranger or something, wouldn't you? What would you have been when you were young?
I would have been, I would have had my para stuff on, like a parachute regiment.
Oh, okay, yeah. I probably would have done something. I've gone military this year. I've actually, and I said earlier, I'm not going to be in the normal competition. I'm competing against myself. I'm going to be doing over the next few years my own legendary warrior series. Because last year I was a Viking berserker, and this year I'm an SAS operative. And I've got all.
Wow.
I've got it all. You know, I can't wait to get the photos done. I mean, I'm even borrowing a gun off my mate. You know, the one who's got all the military stuff. Yeah. So I'll have a proper gun and everything. But yeah, I'll get some photos up for next week on that one. I've had a lot of fun putting my costume together for that. I love Halloween. It's fun. It's fun. I just like having a bit of a laugh and getting involved. But don't forget, guys. Do get involved for your chance to win one of those. It doesn't have to be a picture you've taken this year. It just can't be a picture you used last year. It's got to be a new picture. So it could have been... Guys, are you having a competition who can make the most awful bloody thing about me and Cobra here? Look at us. I've got me in a bloody Sailor Moon outfit right there. You're Snow White or something. Enough's enough, guys. Enough's enough. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Can I just mention something very quickly? 𝗫𝗫𝗫 and 𝗕𝗫𝗫 have said something. 𝗫𝗫𝗫 said I wasn't allowed to go trick or treating as a kid, and 𝗕𝗫𝗫 said my dad called it begging. Same thing happened to me. I went 1 year with my brother. We did it. Came back with a bag of sweets and a bit of money and all that. My dad went mad. He went mad. He gave us a beating. Took all the stuff. Gave it away to some kid's charity or something he did with it. He considered it begging. He goes, no sons of mine are going to go out and beg.
See, I didn't care. I didn't care. What my mum and dad could have disowned me for it. I were out there trick or treating, and I don't give a damn. I was a bit of an unruly kid when I was younger. You know what I mean? I didn't listen to rules all that much if they didn't align with my own narrative. So I think best one for me was I don't think it was trick or treating. I think it was Christmas time, and I opened the door, and there was one youth. He was about 16 years old, and he had it must have been his brother William or something a bit younger, and he was like, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." Guys, I'll give you a bit of money to just go away. Like, stop singing and leave, please. All right, one, you're too old. Get out of here. But no, I gave him some money. I tell you, for one period, a little period of my time, I'll be honest with you, I used to go dark. I used to, the curtains closed, lights down, make it look like nobody's home. You know, and I was a bit stingy. But the first year it started, I went, and this was pretty much what happened every single year. And I mean, guys, you know me, I've got a weakness when it comes to sweeties. You know this. By the way, Brits and Softs, that bag you sent me was nearly completed in one go. It was completed in 2 goes, and it was this huge bag just full of gelatin, mate. It was insane. And if it hadn't been for the fact I'd had a big meal that day, I would have polished it off in one go. Yeah, can you remember when I told you before we started, I'm so tired I might forget what I'm saying halfway through a sentence?
Yeah. That just happened.
First one of the night, mate. First one of the night. I was saying something about trick-or-treating. I know
brain
that much.
fog, bro.
Yeah. No, it's gone again. Anyway, let's race some ducks. I think that's my mind telling me it's time to race some ducks. So let's get over there, guys. Am I set up? Am I up? Yes, I am. Here we go. Right then, guys. Oh, hold on. Didn't copy the list yet. So let me go on to duck race list. We've got 66 people today, guys.
Whoa.
To all of you, thank you very much for taking part, either by being a member or by entering. Oh, before I even do that, give me your best phrase, Cobra. Give me a good one. Give me a good one for next week.
Best phrase?
Yeah, this is for entry for next week.
Oh my God! You put me on the spot.
Let's say Venice.
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 There you go.
Let's have a look. Well, I'll show you all as per normal, 𝗵𝗫𝗫, but I cannot see you on this one. Did you not put a comment on? Because I can't see you there. Right, what am I doing? I'm copying the. Oh yeah, no. Hold on. Here we go. Post. So Venice, guys, in honour of Venice duck that Cobra's just sent across to me. Where are we? For next week's duck race. Next week's is going to be the something of the November. 2nd or something? 1st of November.
Love that.
Yeah. Hey, I was on board enough to know we were on the next month by then, at least. 1st of November. Pinch Bunch 1st of month next week. Right, and guys, 4 next week's duck race, 1st of 11th, 25. The post is up, and get yourselves in there, guys. Get involved. Speaking of next week, we have Bits and Bobs. We have Ethan from Bits and Bobs joining me next week. Fantastic guy. I'm looking forward to having a chat with him. But let's get this done right. Where's my duck race list? Duck race list. 66. Right, we can go over to duck races now. Names, edit list. I'll get in next week. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't add people late. I've had to say no to quite a few people in the past. So if you haven't put the message on the comment, then unfortunately I can't include you this week. I do apologise, guys, but as I say, I've said no before, so I've got to keep it fair for everyone. But this is the list of people that is in today. As I say, 𝗵𝗫𝗫, I can't see you there. I'll double check for you. But
I will say one thing, bro.
Yeah.
If you can add my name to it and I win, I will add an ounce of silver at the price.
Yeah, I knew you were going to.
We'll run it again.
I knew you were going to do a thing there when you said, "Can you add me?"
I love a little gamble.
Yeah, not an issue you have, mate. There we go. Let's have a look. All right, 𝗵𝗫𝗫, for is it 25th at 10th today? It is. Yeah, no. So I can't see it on there, 𝗵𝗫𝗫𝗫. I do apologise, darling. Right then, here we go. That's everyone who's involved. Slow it down if you need to. Watch it back, etc., etc. Here we go. Right, if Cobra wins, he's going to add an ounce, and we're going to run it again, guys.
And we run it again.
So say big thanks to Cobra. Can you put in a prawn curry as I ordered at prawn curry? Love it. Whoever wins gets a prawn curry.
I'll make it myself, bruv.
Gets prawn curry. Oh yeah, I'll just eat you a prawn curry or something. That's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
Right then, mate. You get to choose how long we're racing for.
Let's go a minute and a half.
Minute and a half, no problem at all. But guys in the chat, you get to choose how many times I'm going to shuffle it, and it's probably going to be 2 because we know. Let's have a look. If Cobra wins, I'll put you in the rerun race. That's fine.
Yeah,
go on. I'll do that. Right, okay. So you were too early. So are you, Raccoon. So are you, Robot. Get some of the 2s out the way. And Eastern Dave. Oh no, Shiny wasn't in time there. Diaxis, you're my friend. Diaxis has just got himself some groin coin right there, hasn't he? Shiny, you were just a second too early there. Love it, Diaxis. Love you, my friend. There we go. Shuffle 1 time. There we go. Right, got some fantastic ducks in there, but let's get it. Oh, that's a Wiggy right there. Oh, look, we got a Wiggy. Wiggy's never won anything. Is Wiggy going to win a race tonight? Let's see. Right, mate, if you can give me the countdown, we will get this show on a road.
Absolutely. 3, 2, 1, go.
They are off, and straight away, who's this? Cyber Salman coming up, Rock and Calc as well. Calc is Zorro Duck. We've got Villainous Bounty right there as well. We've got Michael right there. We've got Gold Silver Hunter. They've won enough this year. Get out of here, Gold Silver Hunter. It is between Calc, Cyber Salman, and VB. Currently VB, but Gold Silver Hunter wanted a bit of that, but he didn't get it. Luke's getting a little bit thirsty as well, and so is Kempster right there. We've got Luke, Kempster, and VB in the top 3 right now, but Legacy Geek is there as well. It's pretty much neck and neck between those two. Resurging is now in the top 3. We are coming into the final minute, and it's still VB in the lead. Duck number 66. Who's that? Summit on the collector right there. Cobra Stacker. Come on, Cobra. We want to see Cobra winning. Come on, Cobra. Let's get my X sounds put in. 50 seconds left on the time. It's still VB in the lead. Jack Stacks is just taking the lead right there. T72 is GSH Duck. We've got CY Stilling as Red Duck as well. We've got S181. Come on, Cobra. What are you doing? Don't go back there. We've got 40 seconds left on time. 30 seconds time. It's all going to change. Still VB in the lead. He is stonking away. He's going to be the lead all the way to the finish line. You watch. Unlucky VB. I hope you've got some more legs left in. You've got 30 seconds left on that timer. Where's he going to go? We've still got VB in the lead. Barry Wiggins is having to go for it. Oh, there we go. VB's falling black now. Barry Wiggins currently in the lead. S181 is right on his heels right there. And we've hit our all-important 20-second mark. It is now Jerry Mandarin in his very fetching top hat right there. Duck number 24. Oh, we're coming into the final 10 seconds. Who's making a break for it? Mr. Kiwi, you making a break for it? Someone's going to go for it. Come on, Cobra. We want to see that old lady duck. Who's that? Is that Ian Ritchie? I think it's going to be Ian Ritchie right there. It's Legionnaire Duck. Ian Ritchie for the win. Congratulations, Ian. Congratulations. Well done, Chum.
Wicked stuff. Wicked
Mate,
stuff.
I need to ask you a very important question.
Go.
Do you know what time it is?
I'm going to get this wrong, aren't I?
I'll tell you.
Oh, shut the duck up.
Yes, it is time that we collectively say as one unified voice, it is time that we shut the duck up. There we go. That's duck race number 1, guys. Congratulations, Ian Ritchie. What a guy. How do you want to work it on the piece there? The avatar piece? Are you sending that to me or?
Well, to save sending it to you, then you sending it again.
Send
Ian,
it
if
straight.
you email me at cobrastacker2105@gmail.com with your address, I will send that out to you myself.
Ian, I'll send it to him. It's cool. I've got Ian's address. He won a groin coin round, so
Okay.
I'll just send the address on to you. That's fine.
Yeah, perfect.
But yeah, no worries. Otherwise, it wouldn't.
There you go. That's yours.
There you go. Well done to you, Ian Ritchie. Commiserations to everybody else, but good luck to all the channel members because you've still got it to play for the 1972 German Olympic commemorative and the 1965 Voyager dollar as well. So let me get that set up very quickly, and we'll get that sorted. Duck races. I also need to go into YouTube and pull off my member list as well. So anyone who's, even people who have joined memberships tonight will be included in this. So let me just get that loaded. Memberships. See your members. Download. Sneak that out of the way before you see all my download history, eh, guys? There we go. It's all right. It's today. My download's full of bloody recordings from early on today of my OBS studio. I want to say a massive thank you to 𝗖cie𝗺𝗺𝗺𝗵 for reminding me that my audio has been out of sync since I got the new Osmo camera. I got it kind of near when that first night because I was rushed, and then I forgot to do it, and then Sai reminded me that my audio has been out of sync the last few weeks, so it should be. And let me know, guys, is my audio perfectly synced now? It should be perfect. Fingers crossed it is. Let's get this list of members in here. Now, 𝗀𝗶𝗃, if you win this one,
yeah,
you just get to keep the stuff.
Yeah, if I win this one, then again I'll put a 1 ounce silver in and we rerun it. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you one of these Brits, right? And it is the 2023 Queen's.
Last year,
when,
last year Queen Elizabeth Brit.
Where
Fantastic.
She shouldn't have really had a coin, so it was very low mintage.
Yeah, absolutely, because we had to pull them and start the King Charles one. Thank you, guys. Right. Thanks for letting me know. So I said much better. Thanks for reminding me, Sai, because that's been on my need-to-do list for a few weeks now. Ian, well done on the win tonight, guy, mate. I'll unless you've changed address in the last couple of weeks, I'll send the address you've provided me over to 𝗀𝗶𝗃 for him to send the bits out, and I'll get them. I'll be going to the post office on Tuesday, guys, so that's when my packages will be going out. So we've got 47 people from the members list in there. Dude, if you can give me the time once again.
Let's go a minute.
I'm just going to show the list there. Slow it down if you need to. Do what you need to do. That's I've just pulled it from YouTube, so that's everyone on the list. We're going for a straight minute flat. Right then, guys, you know the rules. It's a members only. So it's got to be a green name. You got to be a green name to pick the shuffles this time. Nope, same address. Very nice one, Ian. Thanks for letting me know, mate. Right then, guys, got to be a green name. Oh, Villainous was straight in there. Straight in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Right then, we are ready to go once again, buddy. So if you can give me that time countdown, we will get the second race underway.
Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go.
And they are off. Any strawberry drop coming out the blocks right there. Who's that? It's Nemo Numismatics right there. 𝗬𝗺 is storming away as well. We've got Silver Spectre there as well. We've got Shiny Silver. We've got Kilroy was here in Attenbury. Will's Bullying, Ollie Harper. They're all having a go for it. Even Queen Nessie's having a go right there. Oh my God, Bits and Sobs. Don't make me laugh while I'm trying to do the commentary. We've got Ian Attenbury currently in the lead. He is sniping his way to the front of the pack right there. Queen Nessie's about to take him on her broom streak right there. Oh no, Magsy said I'm not having any of that. I'll have a crack at the front. But we've got 25 seconds left on the timer. It is now, who's that? It's 𝗬𝗺 just in the lead right there, but Queen Nessie is still looking very strong as we come into that all-important final 20 seconds of the race. Still Queen Nessie. Oh, it looks like it could be a Queen Nessie win unless someone's going to make a break for it. It could happen at any point. Oh, Nessie, I'm so sorry. He has put Ian Attenbury. He has sniped him. Look at him falling back. He's been on his Barat 50k right there. I think it's going to be Legacy Geek right there. And it is. Well done to you there, Legacy Geek. Congratulations. We get to say for the second time tonight, 𝗀𝗶𝗃. What time is it, my friend?
Shut the duck up.
Shut the duck up. There we go. Right then. Before I forget, because I'm a bugger at this. So, see, I forgot already. Not Legacy Geek. Oh, it's Ian Ritchie, isn't it? That's why we were asking for his address. There we go. I have to keep a list of who's won because we're doing the Champion de Champions, which is getting really close, and I'm gonna have to put a price together for that. So, as well as my Christmas duck race bundle, which is I put a pot together for that, as well as doing the if you've not won a duck race yet, let me know and I'll rig it so you win one at Christmas duck race bundles, which I do 10 bundles for that. So. It's going to get expensive.
I'll put something very nice in for your Christmas bundle.
Oh, what a legend. What a legend. And guys, don't forget.
It'll be very nice.
Oh, you top guy. You just reminded me as well. That although I still haven't officially done a video on it, I apologise about that. I'll phone one in this week because it needs to get out. It doesn't need to be pretty, but do let me know if you're a content creator in the UK and you want to be involved in this year's Secret Santa. It's going to be a lot of fun. It always is, isn't it, buddy?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's good fun.
It is good fun. So get at me, let me know. I am taking names now. A few people have let me know already they want to be included. But if you do want to be included, let me know, and we'll get that properly underway soon. To be fair, it's normally November where I announce it anyway, so I'm not late at least. I was just going to do it a bit early this year, but do let me know and I'll get you included on that one. Right, okay. Well, I hope you enjoy your dog walk, 𝗵𝗍. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Will's Bunny is the most generous of guys. 𝗀𝗶𝗃. The amount of stuff he's giving away is unreal. I remember giving away a kilo of silver for his bloody 1,000 giveaway. He gives away a small fortune in precious metals every time he bloody does the pyramid. Jesus Christ. You know, what a guy. What an absolute guy. But I think it's been too long since we did a groin coin question. And after that we'll do Q&A, guys. Me. Nerd, love it. Yes, I do want to be in the Secret Santa. Yeah, no worries, Benson. Nerd, yeah, I know you'll be in. Just pop me on a DM, guys, just so I don't forget, because I've got the memory of a sieve. Right, what was the last one we did? All right, read it out. Here we go. Number 4. Which year Double Florin had the lowest mintage? Out of all 4-year Double Florins, which one is the key date? Which one's the scarcest date? Come on, guys. Wow. I've given you the answer to this enough times. No, it's a good date, though. 1984. Fantastic vintage. Well done, 𝗪𝗠ian. 𝗪𝗠ian went first one in. 1888 was the lowest mintage on the Double Florin, with a mintage of 200 and something thousand. Very, very low mintage on that one. Let's get you in there. 𝗪𝗠ian, you're already in. That's 20 points. Do you want to do another question, 𝗀𝗶𝗃?
Here's one for you. Seeing that you mentioned the pyramid, how much was given away in the last pyramid win in my auctions? What was the total amount of silver that was given away in my auction in the pyramid win? Last one.
This will show you just how generous he is, guys. Insane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2,000.
In pound wise.
In pounds, yeah. 1,234. 1,200, 2,050, 2.2.
Did I go for the closest one?
I would say if you one like round upable, I would go for it.
Okay, so I'll tell you, and then you can pick who's won it. All right, it was.
Hold on. Yeah, tell me. Okay, so I muted you there. Right, let's have a look. Who am I going to give this to? I think Wills takes it 2,200.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was £2,112.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Wills takes it.
I'll leave it to you to decide who gets that.
Yeah, he was first one. He were like True Legends has put 2,100. So what I'm going to do...
We've got 𝗵𝗵𝗁 at 2,000... Oh, no, he was 2,014. I'm sure someone said 2,114. But, yeah, whatever you choose, that's down to you.
Yeah, Ian Richard did say 20... 2014. You know what? What I'm going to do, because I think Wills was close enough at 2,200. That was ballpark. But... True Legends.
Apparently, Directive says Benson said 2,111.
Yeah, not before True Legends.
Oh, yeah, I'll leave it to you. I'm going to keep quiet. Yeah, I've caused a load of havoc there.
Let me find Benson's. That's 90. Yeah, so that's for that one. So True Legends, yeah, okay. 89. Yeah, not before True Legends on the internet chat. Benson put 2,000.
Oh, we got internet chat, right? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm giving points to Will's Bullying and True Legends there.
Cool.
Yeah, Yeah, Benson did put 21111, which was even closer still, but 14 quid off is not bad, is it? You know what I mean? Now, Benson, I'll give you some points as well. Sod it. Three-way tie on that one. Here we go. Benson, you can have 10. Wills, you can have 10. And who else was it? It was
True Legend.
True, that was it. True Legend. And I'm going to take them away from you again if you're not there tomorrow, True. Breaking me heart here, bruv. He's not been for a couple of months, but he normally comes down to Yorkshire Coin Fair, meets up with me and has a coffee with me, you see. And he's
Wicked.
shown me the cold shoulder the last couple of months. So if you're
I'd
not
love to meet True Legend.
He's a top guy. True Legend really is a top guy. He's an awesome guy.
Ian Attenborough's another one. Well, there's loads of people.
Oh yeah,
loads. Of people.
I mean, it's unfair, isn't it, to pick one out because, like,
really, it is. I just thought that. I thought that's unfair because there's loads of people I'd love to.
By rights, what we should be doing now is just listing everybody.
Hopefully, out in Berlin.
Yes.
Yeah. There'll be a load of us together.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Right then, okay, I'll do one more. I mean, I've got two more to do just before we end it, guys. For the one shuffle two, don't forget to add mine for the one shuffle two. Oh yes, 𝗪𝗪𝗔, yes, of course, because she looked after me, and everyone else wanted to say two. 𝗪𝗪𝗔 looked after me, and he said one. So well done to you there. Right then, okay. So you've got two more questions after this. We'll do them at the end. Right now, though, what is the nickname given? Or what nickname did the double florin earn itself? What nickname did the double florin earn itself?
You're teaching them so much about all these old coins.
I know, that's the idea. That's the idea, mate.
Yeah.
Barmaid's Ruin. There we go. Barmaid's Ruin. I'll take Barmaid's Ruin. It should technically be Barmaid's Ruin, but Barmaid's Ruin is close enough, Mercian. Mercian's doing well. He's one of the favourites right now. He's just caught up 𝗬𝗫 Sterling, who was literally just, if I was going to be really, really difficult about it and say, you know, it needs to be Barmaid's, 𝗬𝗫 would have taken that, but Barmaid's Ruin is that's close enough for sure. Right, you got two more.
Legend comes up with Hooker's Dream.
Hooker's Dream. Yeah, to be fair, it probably was back then. You know what I mean? That was a good chunk of money, double florin. Really, really was. Typo-tastic, yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna. It's not a spelling test, and I'm not gonna penalise you for typos. So don't worry about that, mate. Right then, it's all yours, chap. I'm not doing that. That's what you want. I'm getting my head down for a bit. Go on, you've not got too long. Help you leaked the answer though. Did I? Was I leaking the answers right there, like this, doing that kind of thing, showing your answers and that. Q for Cobra, come to Canic Chase. He can't, mate. He's doing like. Shall we tell him a secret, Cobra? About next Friday.
Yeah. No. Shall we? Go on then. Should
we do it? So, Craven, Nemo, even you guys don't know this yet, but I've rigged us up that we're going to be calling Cobra live from Canic Chase while he does his live auction, and we're going to be appearing on Cobra's auction next Friday, aren't we? Live,
yes,
from our hunt. So obviously I'm going to be calling him, and I assume you guys will want to jump in, even if it's just by voice or putting your hands in the screen somewhere.
Hopefully we'll get it by camera.
Yes. Well, you'll have me on camera, my face, but I don't know if they,
right.
You know what I mean? I'm not sure if they want to show the faces or just do this and put the hands in the way and just let you know they're there or something. Question for both from Shiny, but I'm looking forward to that, mate. I really am looking forward to that. So Cobra's going to kind of, sort of, in a fashion, be with us at Canic Chase, for sure.
There may be some sort of giveaway when you call.
Ooh. That's exciting.
There may be.
That's exciting. I can't wait. I cannot wait to find that out. So, question from Shiny for both of us. If the government said you could only buy one more 1 ounce coin in the next 2 years because you'd hit your limit, what would you get? Good question.
Come on. You guys have got to all know the answer for me, right? It's going to be another gold completer 1 ounce.
Yeah.
Definitely. My favourite coin of all time.
Yeah.
There you go. Mine's easy.
Can it be under an ounce? Can it be 28.28 grams of 925 sterling silver? Because if it could, I'd probably say, right, 2 years worth of precious metals. I'll buy me some 1847 Gothic crown. Why not? 10 grand. There you go. That's what I'd spend
And how
on
much
two.
are they? What are they worth?
10 grand plus.
Oh,
like to get one that you can barely even tell what it is. It's so worn down. Will set you back 5 grand plus. They're so rare. That would probably, make me happy for 2 years. I could just look at that and think, yeah, I've got this. I'm okay. It's all right. Gothic crown 100% says CY, yeah, for sure. Let me just make sure I haven't got any. Don't go abducted by aliens and eaten by werewolves before the auction. Hey, we're not going to be up there trapped with them, mate. They're going to be up there trapped with me. All right.
Well, you can always take yourself a nice silver bullet.
I'm taking some silver with me for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, mate. I've got this. Bro. You wait. Check me out. All right. Don't tell police, guys. Don't tell police because dangerous weapons and all that. But check this out. Silver blade. Come on, werewolf.
Silver, yeah.
It's sterling silver, yeah.
Wicked.
It's like tiny. It's tiny. Oh, come on. Just TSE tossing me a werewolf like. It got me. Anyway, question from Ben, for both of us. What's your favourite curry? Good question.
Mine's got to be. Well, here I'm going to say something on this, right? So, Indian restaurants over here, the typical Indian restaurant you'd go to, for me, they're not proper curries, right? So if you go to one of these sort of calf Indian places, you'll get a proper traditional curry. And so if I was to say it like that, it would be a lamb curry.
Yes.
And it's very simple to say that. If I go to a restaurant, it's going to be a lamb 𝗵𝗶𝗃. Otherwise, it would just be a basic, proper Indian Punjabi lamb curry. There you go.
For me, it would be a lamb Rogan Josh. Yeah, for sure. Lamb is the superior of all meats, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, when you come down here, bruv, because you're intending to come down to see me sometime,
soon,
there is a proper Punjabi Indian calf type one. I'm going to take you there.
Nice, I'd love that.
It is amazing.
Fantastic. Oh, yeah, that would be fantastic. Right, okay, Q. Oh, it's from Caravan, though. Let's see what he's got here. Me, Nemo, and TSE banned from the gore. What gore? Oh, the gore you're doing. I don't know. No spoilers.
No, you're in it.
No spoilers.
You're in it.
No spoilers about that.
You're in it.
Okay. You can ban Caravan, though, if you want.
It's a bit unfair.
It's nice. It's all good. It's all. He knows I'm only playing with him. Bless him. Cobra got any spare 1 kilo lunar tigers knocking around for
Bro,
Jamie?
he's killing me with this. I know how desperately he wants that tiger.
Yeah,
I can't find one.
No, what he's doing is rubbing it into you because I found him one.
Yeah.
I found him one, but it was 1,800 quid. It was yeah, and it was like. It was in America. It was literally one. So I think maybe I looked after you looked, and it had been listed afterwards. But yeah, I found one, and it was 1,800 quid. And it was like it was just a bit too rich for his blood. But yeah, unlucky on that one, mate.
Very hard.
Very, and when they do come up, they're going to be premium because they're just not. They don't come up. You know what I mean? So
it's like that 1 kilo dragon I've got there. I wouldn't let that go either. No. That's just beautiful.
Yeah. No, you can't, mate. Right, where are we? It's just skip for me. That's assuming they don't go or get abducted by aliens or eaten by werewolves. They'll take one nip of me and spit it out, mate. Don't want me. If 1 coin go for the 2 key version, yeah, he said 1 ounce, though, didn't he? He did say 1 ounce ice and fire. I was thinking, what's it called? That stupidly big coin in the Canadian Mint.
Oh God, that really expensive one.
It's
oh
like,
my
it's
God,
made out of gold. It's like it's big, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Massive.
It's got a face value of 100,000 or $1 million or something. I think it's $1 million. Isn't it? It's a £1 million coin. Yeah, that's huge. 28 grams is for real loss. Yeah, it's the avoirdupois ounce. You know what I mean? Although it's not, is it? 28.28. It's not actually an avoirdupois ounce, and which is 28.3 something grams. It's It's just nuts, literally a gnat's hair off being in the 𝗲𝗶𝗃𝗏. Gothic Crown, yeah, we've done that one. Do you think 𝗬𝗂𝗃 will last 12 years to get King's Beast completer? I think
unfortunately, no.
I think we might be seeing Will on that one, mate, to be fair.
Yeah.
So great answer, TSC. Is that for the Gothic Crown? It's the only good answer I've given tonight, so it must be. 1 ounce American Gold Eagle, very nice coin. Like it, Jack Stacks. But if I was going to go for a 1 ounce American Gold Eagle, it'd have to be a double eagle, wouldn't it? You know what I mean?
I had one of them.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I was very jealous. Very jealous of you. Didn't you get it for like spot or something?
Yeah, I got it at a very good price. So I went to a pawnbroker and I struck up a deal with him that when he gets gold in, like, you know, swaps it in, he was buying it under spot, and I said, I'll buy anything you have on spot.
Yeah.
And he used to call me up, and then he called me up one day, and there it was, a double eagle. I was like, yep, I'll have that.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about it. I was like, wow, get in. I'm a bit like my guy. I keep telling, it's been shouted out enough times. Like, what? You've got to ring me when you get these things in, mate. Don't tell me afterwards. Don't tell me what you had in and you sold to somebody else. Ring me.
Yeah.
Cardo, get me on the phone. Who remembers that? I like a nice fruit knife. Yes, well done, electric bloke. That's exactly what this is. It's a fruit knife. I've got 2 of them. I've got one half the size of that. That's my big blade, that one is. On guard, says VB. Love it. You need silver bullets for where? Yeah, you just need silver SE. It's all right. Don't need to be a silver bullet. It just like silver bullet makes it a bit easier, I guess. But you know what? How do you think they were fending off werewolves before the firearm was invented? They'd use a big club made out of silver. Where are we? Here we go. I love a butler chicken. Lost me a little bit there, see why?
Butter chicken.
Sorry? Oh,
butter
yeah.
chicken.
Is that for curry? Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Again, in a calf type Indian, the butter chicken is so much nicer.
Yeah.
Because it's got spice, whereas the other one's very sweet and yogurty or creamy.
Yeah, for sure. Oh. Question for TNC and Co. I thought someone was interested about me then, but no, we're just tagging me onto a question for you, really. What was your very first car? Oh, great question.
Wow.
Cobra, what was your first car? The first car I ever saw Cobra in was a BMW i7. Man looked like an absolute i8. Sorry. i8, guys. i8. Looked like an absolute
My very first car was a 1.1 Ford Escort Pop.
Oh. I had a 1.2.
Ooh.
Yeah, 1.2 Peugeot 306 XN. I called it a go-kart.
Wow.
I could get that thing, but power sliding it round corners and the lot, mate. I used to love knocking out, but I give it away.
Well, I'll tell you a very quick, funny story about it. I was underage. I was 15 when I bought that.
Oh.
And don't tell me.
My first legal car was one of them.
But I didn't like the colour. It was green. So I had a mate who worked at a petrol station. I went there at night and I bought black spray cans. And at night, I sprayed it black and it looked amazing. In the morning, I got up and I had a look at it and it had drip marks all the way down it. It looked horrendous. But I resprayed the whole car with spray cans.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's fantastic. Now, me, I bought it off a friend. I worked behind a bar with someone. I hadn't passed my test yet, but he was, he'd done with it. He'd bought himself a new car, and I was like, well, what are you doing with one? And he made a motion to boot it. I was like, well, I'll get it. I'll have it off you. And I think he'd just had a bit of work done on it. He said, like, I've spent 150 quid on it. If you cover that, you can hire it. So I gave him 150 quid for it. Insured myself on it. My girlfriend at the time, she'd been driving for over 3 years. I think we were both early 20s, but she was over 21 and she'd been driving for 3 years. So I got L plates on, got myself insured, and I just drive us everywhere as a couple. With her sat next to me, you know what I mean? So that's how I learned mainly. Well, I drove before, but that's how I learned to drive properly on the roads, and then had a few lessons and got me sent past. But
so your first car was 150. My first car cost me £75.
Yeah, I know. Wish I could get one for that these days.
Try and buy one now.
And I gave it away myself. I'm working with this lass called Leanne, and she wanted to buy a brother a car for his 17th birthday present or something like that. And she was a nice lass. I really got on with her. And I turned around and said, look, I've just put 40 quid worth of petrol in it. If you pay for that, you can have it, you know what I mean? So that car just got passed around pillar to post. Oh, look at that Van BBA. Love it. Love that.
Oh, wow.
Classic Mini. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
Yeah.
Cobra, I like your silver revolver pistol. Yeah, Cobra's got some gorgeous pieces, mate. He really has.
There you go.
There you go. We have Nepalese restaurants here. Oh, very nice, shiny. Most Indian restaurants are Pakistanis. Okay, fair enough.
Pakistani or Bengali?
Yeah, fair enough.
Both.
I don't do a lot of curries, so I'll take your word on that. I've had some very nice curries in the past, but you know me about my stomach, and spicy food is not my friend. So I try and avoid it like the plague as much as I can. 28.35. Ian has just confirmed for 𝗲𝗷𝗃𝗃 ounce, so 0.07 of a gram off on the old crowns. Question for Cobra: do you think robots will ever take over the close protection business?
It's possible.
I think
they've got robots now that can jump and fight and do all sorts. I mean,
you've got them.
They're only going to, they're only going to develop it more. Built-in gun in their arm, anything.
But Boston Dynamics actually have not in civilian but in military. They're using them as guards. Military guards. There's certain bases where it's one of those where you're not allowed anywhere near them, but they do have drones, AI drones, actually serving that kind of purpose right now. Again, not civilian, it's military. But what about
in the future?
What was it? Who was it recently? Was it the San Francisco Police Department that they were looking into using drones that blew themselves up?
Wow.
Insane. I think that's a matter of time job, personally. I think, if you give
absolutely.
it long enough.
I mean, 100%. The development of robots and the technology that's being used is amazing, and the speed that they're coming at. So, one day, absolutely, they'll take over security in every way.
Yeah, for sure. And they'll be fighting wars for us as well. You know what I mean? It's the way it's going on that. I agree with you 100%. If you don't want to be abducted by aliens or eaten by a werewolf, then you can take my missus, as she would just moan and chew their ears off.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. We got a South Indian vegetarian restaurant. That sounds very nice. New Miss that does. Benson, that's terrible. She'll have to listen to his singing. Oh, Nessie, you've just reminded me about singing, which I wouldn't have done otherwise. Let me check. Ooh, that's my backdrop. Here we go. Where are we? We were on 38. What are we on now? Come on, 50. Come on. Oh, Nessie, you do it to yourself. You do. And that's what really hurts. You do it to yourself. Just you. You and no one else. You did it to yourself. Because, my friends, we have hit 51 likes on the stream, which means I will say this. But I'm also going to tell each and every single one of you that you are collectively the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring you down. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna bring you down.
The pain, bro.
I know.
The pain that you're giving us all.
Thanks for reminding me there, Nessie. Thank you so much for reminding me. I genuinely would have forgotten to do that then. No, but you guys, you are the best around, and nothing is going to ever bring you down. I can promise you that. Double eagle at spot. I know, ice and fire. Double eagle at spot. This guy.
Oh, it was amazing, yeah.
This guy. I mean, amazing. It's calmer in play because he is, he's the most generous guy I ever know, but he's the luckiest bugger I've ever met in my life. Here's a quarter ounce gold gilder trading card. Oh, look at that. That's a pure gold quarter ounce. That's a gold gilded right there. Here, oh, wait, look. Gold gilded right here. Coming out of everywhere. You know what I mean? So, fair play.
Lucky and unlucky at the same time. Most of you know the story.
Yeah. We won't go into that. What's done is done, and we will move forward. Shut up. Yeah, I made that one extra special just for you, Nessie. Right, question for Cobra. Have you ever been metal detecting, and what would be your bucket list find? Oh, fantastic question.
Well, I've never been metal detecting, but I would like, if I did that, I would love an ancient gold coin, like really ancient. And like you said about that samurai coin, I love that because I love the samurai and all that sort of stuff. So probably a very old gold coin with some real beautiful history to it. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I think for me, I mean, I'm very tempted to go with you on that one, something like that. But I'd love to find something like, I don't know, like something that belonged to Alfred the Great, or something that belonged to Ragnar Lothbrok from his invasion.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. You know, that would be insane. There's so many things, isn't there, when it comes to metal detecting. I was watching something earlier about a guy metal detecting in the States, and he found a double-sided axe head, and I was like,
okay,
oh, get in. Oh, give that a quick grind out, bang a bit new bit of timber in it. You got a perfectly good bloody working axe here. Jesus. Why am I never that lucky? Obviously, I'm chopping wood all the time. You know what I mean? I've got a few axes. I've got one in for a new shaft on it, actually. But I was like, oh, tidy. That's all right, that is. So something like that to do me. What's this? Oh, the Mini was BBA's nice BBA. I like it. 𝗬𝗔𝗵𝗿𝗏, yes, for sure it is. Tech, safe journey home, my friend. I hope you land safe and sound back in the UK, my friend. MK2 Cobra. Mark II Cobra?
Yeah.
It's not going to be a
I think
Mark
it was Mark 2, was it Mark 1?
It's
might
not
be
going to be a Mark 1 with you, is it? It's going to be a Mark 2. Of course it is. It's you.
I can't even remember now. So old.
You don't do things by half, mate. It'd have been a Mark 2.
At that time I did everything by half. I had no money.
Yeah, I suppose. Fighting the hustle, as it were. 1.1 Peugeot 106 didn't even have power steering. No, mine didn't have power steering. Power steering? What's that? Get out of here with power steering. You know. Oh no, I think the Peugeot had power steering, but I did buy a car that didn't have power steering. That won't work out. Jesus Christ.
I had the old 3.5 Rover police car when I was young as well.
Yeah.
That had no power steering, a very thin wooden wheel, and you needed to use all your strength for that.
I mean, it weren't so bad if you were going at a decent speed, but you know when you were going ret slow? Jesus Christ.
Oh, you had to proper use your, Yeah,
you had to proper go against it, or wait at car, didn't you? Cars without power steering, guys, honestly. Power steering and ABS has changed the automotive industry.
Wow.
It just has. It really has. Tech, hope you had a great time in the USA from Benson. A good FAL for me. PHALL. FAL. Oh, is that curry?
FAL.
Yeah, is that
FAL.
curry?
Yeah. Very hot one. The hottest one you can get.
Nice.
Or one of the hottest.
Yeah. Escort Mark IIs. I used to work with a guy who had a Cosy. Escort Cosy.
Cosworth, yeah.
Beautiful. And he was selling it as well. He wanted a fair bit for it, of course, but it was in beautiful condition. His pride and joy. Oh, some beautiful little photos coming through of BBA's Mini right there. Mine was a Austin A40, very nice. I like a chicken Danzak. Nice.
Yeah.
I assume that's not what got delivered then, Benson. What did you get? That's what you wanted. Look at what you could have won, but what did you win? Never been to USA. Where did you go? I'm not going to ask you. You've been everywhere. I've been to USA.
Where have I been in the USA?
No. Where in the world have you not been?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I want to go. I haven't been, and I want to go to the Seychelles. I want to go South Africa on a thingy. I want to go Japan. I want to go China, the Great Wall. I mean, there's so many places. Many places.
I very nearly went to Kenya to do a safari, which is what I think you meant by a thingy.
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to do that.
I couldn't go because Kenya broke out into a civil war, so I couldn't go.
Oh wow!
But that is the reason. I told you I went to Hawaii when I was younger.
Yeah, yeah.
So the holiday we were supposed to go on was a Kenyan safari with hot air balloon over the African plains and all that. Couldn't go there because of the civil war, so we had to change the holiday, and that's why we went to LA, Hawaii, and San Francisco instead. So I'm kind of I think probably would have preferred Hawaii to Kenya if I had to choose one of them. But I would love to go and do a Kenyan safari. That would be insane.
Yeah, I've definitely got a bucket list of places I want to go for diving and for the safari.
I need to get back into diving. I was thinking about it the other
Bro,
day.
you got to, man.
I really have. It's been so many years since I got. When arse is sorted and I'm back on top of things, that'll be one of the first things I get done. You know what I mean? But yeah, I miss it so much. It's you feel so free, don't you, when you just below the water and you can move any way you want. I used to say it's kind of the closest thing you can get to flying, isn't it?
It's just, look, you're weightless. It's beautifully peaceful. The creatures are amazing down there. I've seen some amazing stuff. Yeah, it's peace for me. My world is hectic, so holiday diving is just peace. I love it.
Yeah, it is. It's so tranquil. It really is.
Yeah.
Quest for both then. Out of all your cars, what's your best favourite car? Mine's either my old Escort RS Turbo or my Mark III Supra. Ooh, very nice cars.
Cool. I got two. One is my Range Rover. It's a long wheelbase. It's what I use for work for close protection. Very comfortable. Where it's a long wheelbase, loads of room, and just every bit of tech in it. So that's great. And the other one was the BMW i8 because it was a hybrid. It was only supposed to be what do they call it? The cars that are not supposed to be released.
Concept car, yeah.
And then they released it, and it just a beautiful drive and just a gorgeous car.
Well, mine wasn't that good. I've had some good cars. I've had some nice cars. I've had Audis, BMWs, etc., etc. My favourite car, I used to love it, and I miss it so much, was my Lexus IS200 Sport.
Lexus were beautiful cars.
I love that. The IS200 were one that it was when I worked in insurance, so I was like, businessman, shirt and tie, suit job and all that. So it was kind of a car that you wouldn't look odd pulling up to a business meeting in, a nice saloon car. But I was in my 20s, so when I wanted to put my foot down, it had a bit of go juice in the back of it. You know what I mean? It was straight six engine. They did. I mean, there was a V6 available. I had the straight six version, supercharged, and that it was a lot of fun to drive. That was. I really miss that car. I'd buy another one for the same age just for nostalgia on that one. So lamb biryanis or curry king prawn chicken fried rice. We're just getting everyone's favourite curry here. I love it. It's fantastic. The first car I bought with my own money was a Vauxhall Cavalier. I used to love. I tell you what, Cavaliers were great. Oh, nice that one. Who's that nerd? Love it. The Cavaliers were great. I had a Cavalier point in time, but I tell you what, I used to love. What were they called? It wasn't Cavalier, the sexier one. 𝗫𝗫𝗫.
Okay.
Vauxhall 𝗫𝗫𝗫. It were like a kind of sportier version of the Cavalier, and they were really nice cars. Quite powerful as well. Bit like, similar levels of power to the old Granadas. They used to have silly power to them.
I had one. I had a Granada, and I had the other one. It was the really luxury Granada. Scorpio? Was it a Scorpio?
That's what I had. Yes, the Granada 2.8 litre injection. It was. It wasn't mine. It was my dad's. I got it. I was meant to have it, but he ended up just taking it to scrappers. But I used to drive around that thing, and it looked like a bloody plane console in front of you. It had, it was so much going off. Fantastic, weren't they? But they were great cars. The old Granadas were. Question for both. All right. Well, you know my answer. Right. Cobra. Who would win in a fight between Little John and Yoda, Master Yoda?
Craven, don't let me upset you, bruv.
Don't
let me upset you, because I'm going to say Yoda.
Of course. Of
Right?
course.
Come on, Yoda's got all them supernatural powers, and he can make you fly and bounce off walls. And what's Little John going to do with his stick, man? Come on.
I know. He keeps punishing himself with. He asks every guest every week, and the answer's always going to be the same, brother.
Craven, who's going to win between Little John and Big Sid?
Oh, Big Sid. Big Sid beats Yoda. He's the only one that can beat Yoda. I love it.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, Benson. I appreciate that. I've just skipped. Let me find it again. Block your logs. that's earlier from when I was singing that is. Here we go. Shiny, we have a couple in York. Really good. Oh, what have I missed from Shiny there? Sorry, Shiny, I've missed that. Reckon we are 5 to 10 years away from AI taking over all white-collar jobs, and 15 to 20 years for them to take over blue-collar jobs. They still need to improve robots. What I will definitely agree with is it's not going to be a tomorrow job. It is going to be, a gradual phase out.
Over time.
Yeah. You'll see certain jobs go, and others will hold on for a period of time, but eventually, it's the way we're going, isn't it? Is that a giant silver coin? Of course it is. It's Cobra. What is it? Is it the dragon coin? Is it Myths and Legends?
This one?
Yeah.
This is 1 kilo
Myths and Legends,
Lunar 2.
Oh, is it Lunar 2?
No, it's a Lunar 2
Right.
Perth Mint.
Right, I thought it was Perth Mint Myths and Legends.
No, Lunar 2 series.
It is Perth Mint that do Myths and Legends, isn't it?
I can't remember now. Hang on, I should know this.
They have like two koi carps on them and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's Perth Mint.
Yes,
Yeah.
Perth Mint, yeah.
It looks a bit similar to that, but Perth Mint and all that in it. Beautiful piece, mate. Beautiful piece. Is that a Mew such? You all love it. You know you do. Dave, can't it be sooner so I can retire? Yeah, for sure. Block your logs. I love it. That singing going, bring my plane down. Muted. Thank you, not Nessie. Good night, all. Richard, thanks for joining us, mate. You probably left by now, buddy, but thank you for joining us. Jerry, yes, probably 1k silver. Yeah, for sure, mate, for sure. I've got a 2-man, 4-foot wood saw. That's all right, mate. I've got a collection. I've got an entire menagerie of chainsaws. So it's all right, buddy. It's all right. Question for Cobra. Someone wasn't watching earlier.
You're right, bruv. Is the question the one about the phone? I'll cover you. Yeah. All right. So I think it was Abs who asked the question. This is the Power Coin Nokia. So they had it in silver, 2 ounce, and then they had a colorized version. And then they released this for the Dubai Money Fair, and there was only 99 made. It is gold plated, so gold gilded, 2 ounce, and 99 mintage, so very rare. And I had to have one. I couldn't go to Dubai to get it, but I found one, and there it is. So that is the PowerCoin Nokia. It's not called Nokia, is it? They call it coin, Power Coin. So there you go. Yeah. So it's silver, gold gilded. It's beautiful.
I'm just coughing up another one. We're getting some fantastic automobiles coming through into Stat Chat Interactive. If you've got any piston heads out there, do check them out. There's some gorgeous pieces coming through. It really is. But I'm trying to get caught up on the chat as much as I possibly can, so I'm going to whip through it as much as I can. So, question for Cobra. I think, to be fair, Nessie, you should know the answer to this. Are yourself and your wife's wedding rings gold or silver?
They're gold. And I wouldn't have chosen this, so it's a Cartier.
Okay.
And my gorgeous wife doesn't ask for much, but she did say, I want a Cartier gold ring. And I wouldn't normally buy a Cartier because I think it's so overpriced for what it is. But yeah, we both got the same Cartier ring, but I would have gone for 22 karat gold, Indian gold. But yes, so it's a Cartier gold ring, 18 karat.
Yeah, nice. Right, Ian says Nissan Datsun Sunny was my first car. Absolutely. No, Sunny. A Datsun
Oh
Sunny.
my god!
Get it over here. Get in here.
I'm not even.
Get in
I'm
here
got.
with it.
I'm not even going to say the old how many people. No, I'm not going to say it. You know the coup. You might know the coup.
Yeah, I think I do. CY's calling us wimps. Oh no, sorry, it's not CY. I don't know why I said CY. It's Numis Nutter. Yeah, her 30-foot boss has no power steering. Jesus Christ, she must have arms.
She's got some strength to her.
Each one of your arms is the size of Cobra. Like, Jesus, that's some, that's a workout right there. I've always been a fast Ford fan until I discovered BMW M3s. What's that? What's a fast Ford? What is it? It's the Ford. Oh, someone had one near us. Beautiful thing. GTO, Ford GTO. Beautiful cars. Beautiful cars. You didn't. It was an import from America. I don't think we actually sold them over here. But yeah, that was gorgeous. That was. And then obviously the number one fast Ford has got to be the Shelby Mustang, hasn't it? Really, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I loved working at them scrapyards, the cars that you've seen, and it would have broke my heart, mate. It would have broke my heart working at a scrapyard and seeing cars that I would have loved to have owned and worked on, just getting crushed into a bloody little box. You know what I mean? But I bet you did see some nice ones in there for sure. £3.5 million. John Clayton, I'm not sure what that's referring to there, buddy. Do let us know. Big Sid. He has John's number. To be fair. Electric cars or gas guzzler? No, I mean for me, you can call it a gas guzzler, but I want to feel like I'm driving. I'm a petrol head, you know what I mean? But electric cars are the way it's going, isn't it? You know what I mean? Bufferings, yeah.
I agree. Same with me. Gas guzzler. Electric cars, they are making them with a lot more distance out in China and all that at the moment. But
yeah. They are. This is why it's going to be just electric. I mean, to be fair, we're only a few years away from when we're not supposed to be able to make new petrol and diesel cars.
Yeah, 2030. But
I think they've done it for another 10 years, haven't they?
Yeah,
we're looking at more. And I think by the time we get there, it'll be, they'll keep moving it or just get rid of it completely. Lovely, my electric car, mate. Well, fair play, mate. Got a headache. Jamie, thanks for joining us, mate. You take care of yourself, and I hope to see you next week, as always, my friend. Electric cars suck. Tuned turbo diesel power for me. Yeah, well, turbo diesel or turbo petrol. I'd rather have petrol turbo, but I'm going to spend a lot more on fuel. You know what I mean? But the thing is, for me, to have a half decent, if it's a diesel car, to have it even half decent performance, it's got to be a diesel turbo. You know what I mean? You just don't get that performance from a flat diesel. You know what I mean? They're very torquey engines. There's a lot of power to them, but you don't get a lot of acceleration in a diesel, do you? But the diesel,
I don't know.
Without the turbo,
but
without the turbo,
yeah. But I remember days when diesel was cheaper than petrol.
Yeah, for sure. No, I just meant the amount of petrol you're going to use in a petro turbo against a diesel turbo. You know what I mean? It's just for sheer volume. You're going to see your counter just go. Like I used to do with my Lexus. I used to love that. If I put foot down.
Oh, you could watch it, couldn't you?
Yeah, literally. It was faster than you'd like it to be, and you're like, whoa, take my foot off.
I had a 3-litre Capri, same thing with that.
Yeah.
You could watch it going down. It was like, oh.
Yeah, for sure. Brits and subs, I love it. We've got our own version of the Shire right there. Got to be off. KYH, thanks for coming in, mate, and congrats on your 10 going coins from earlier. I found one on the beach in August. What was that, mate? Sorry, dude. I'm so far behind on the chat now. Some of them I'm forgetting what we refer to. Right, it skipped. Oh no, I think I'm close. I am close. Oh yes, okay. Yes, we're nearly there. Beautiful rings. Mine was a Russian wedding ring. Oh, fantastic, Nessie. Sounds lovely. BBA, you are putting some corkers of cars in there, mate. Fantastic work. Right then, I think the answer is 14 people, Cobra. Is that how many people Cobra can pick up at one time?
How many people you can fit in a Datsun Sunny?
Oh, okay. Fair.
We're saying people. It was something else though.
Yeah. During lockdown, I posted every car on Facebook I owned. I had loads from the 80s. Oh, nice, John. Gas all the way. That's for only gas car. Could steal my hybrid. Okay, fares. Yeah, hybrids not too bad, I suppose. You know.
I like hybrids. Yeah.
Jim, my friend, how are you doing? He says, good day and good morning, Australian time, 𝗕𝘂𝗺𝗃 𝗀𝗵𝗏 and crew. All the best. Thank you very much for popping in, Jim. Congratulations again on your win last week. I mean, Jim's been smashing it recently. He literally won three gold member exclusive giveaways in a row, mate.
Wow.
Yeah, he won three of a gold exclusive in a row, and then he won the normal duck race last week. His luck has been insane with them. So well done to you there, Jim. Proper top guy, and you know, very deserving. What was Cobra's first motorbike? Great question, Nessie.
Ooh,
I know you had the Harley, but I don't know other than that really.
Yeah, I think my first motorbike was a Fireblade.
Nice.
So it was more of a sports bike than what I ride now. But if I remember rightly, it was a Fireblade.
Yeah, cool. Nice bike. For my limited knowledge of bikes, which is very, very extremely limited on bikes. I remember when petrol hit £1 a gallon. Yeah, I remember that when it hit £1 a gallon, and everyone was like, "Oh no, I'm
Shock.
no. Sorry, I'm thinking £1 a litre, mate." Not a gallon. I remember it going £1 a litre, but I can't remember it going £1 a gallon. That's way before my time, that is. But yeah, when I was growing up, it was about 50p a litre or something like that. You know what I mean? It was mad cheap. Can you remember when it went? I think it was when it went to £1 a litre. Is when we had all those blockades, didn't we, on the channel?
I can't remember.
Can you remember, like, all lorry drivers? We went on strike because petrol went over £1.
All the way up to Dover and all that lot was all blocked up.
Yeah. We did the blockades, didn't we? Because it got to £1 a litre. Oh, all those. Can you remember COVID? It went under £1 a litre.
Eh?
Yeah. Beginning of the lockdowns. Because petrol futures plummeted during lockdown because there was no one out there driving back. Can you remember, you'll know because I bet you were out and about lockdown still.
I was,
yeah. I was still working. Key worker. But the reason I was a key worker is because I deal with emergency, trees that are going to fall on someone's house or cause a risk to people. And I remember those first couple of days, it was literally like a zombie apocalypse movie. In fact, I was parked at a red light, doing what I was supposed to do, and some guy just drove past me, and I sat there and I thought, what the hell am I doing, sitting here on a completely empty road, waiting for the light to go green? There's no bloody camera here. I'm gone.
Well, the thing was, I was driving into London during that, and I had to drive down the embankment. Not a single car or person on the road down the embankment. And it was spooky. It was really... I've got video of it. I remember I recorded it, but I still had to drive at 20 miles an hour because of the cameras.
Yeah, because of cameras. Yeah. I remember when I came down...
I've got video of that.
I remember when I came down and met you at the London Coin Fair. 20 miles an hour. I'm like, oh, God, so horrible. Hard to drive this slow. But I had to do it. I nearly didn't take any notice to it. I mean, there was a car just above me, and he got flashed. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No,
20 years, then, mate. 20 years, brilliant. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's infuriating driving at 20. It's the worst. Never won a duck race, but I have won a pyramid. There you go. I tell you what, Ian. If you're going to win one, I know which one I'd rather win. But tell me that again nearer to Christmas, and I guarantee you'll have won one by the end of the year. I agree, Diaxis think it's all going electric. It is for sure. That's why I'm trying to make my Mini Classic electric, so it meets requirement, but isn't part of the system. Fairs. I get that. Like me bikes, Fireblade. We had a CBR 600. Nice. Correct, 𝗕𝘂𝗺𝗃. I got something right. Brilliant. If I get one more thing right...
You can't remember what it was.
No, I can't remember what it was. But if I get one more thing right, I'm tying with a broken clock. Because even a broken clock's right twice a day. We have the French to blame normally, shiny, yeah. No, it wasn't the French's fault on that one. It was the UK price of petrol going over £1, and lorry drivers obviously because they use the amount of fuel they used for the jobs, they weren't happy about it. But obviously, quid. Who wouldn't want £1 for a litre on petrol nowadays? Bloody hell! Take me back to them prices. At one point during COVID, it was hard getting fuel. Yeah. A lot of people lost on fuel. Like it went into negative equity on futures on fuel. And if anyone don't know futures, it's when you actually, you're not buying just at a number on the exchange. Futures is when you're buying something physical. So if you're buying petrol futures, there's literal barrels of petrol with your name on it that you own. Or, if it was gold, there's a pallet of gold somewhere and you buy it for whatever you buy it for. And then when it sells, if it goes up in value, you make profit. If it goes down in value, you lose money. But futures is when you're talking about actual, there's a product somewhere in the world that you're investing on that. Don't blame you, Brit. Yeah, don't blame you, Brits. Love it. 1975 Honda 404 here. Oh, nice one, Bjorn. Nice one. I'll reply to your message after I'm live, Bjorn. But I'm sure everything will be all right for the morning. I think I'm picking Bjorn up for the 𝗬𝗂𝗀𝗃𝗃 tomorrow. I think he was struggling for a
morning show.
Yeah, he was struggling for a lift, and he's kind of on my way, so I said I'd pick him up. Nice. That's no trouble. That's what the streets are going to look like if AI takes over. Yeah. Well, it'll either look like that or it'll be, running red because we're all going at each other because it's just mass panic. TSC, I'm level 6 arborist trained, working in forestry. Nice, Mercy. I never knew that about you. I'm a tree surgeon, which is it's not as good as being an arborist, really. A tree surgeon basically means I'm qualified to do what I'm doing, but an arborist goes a lot further into knowledge of trees and species of trees and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the difference between me and Mercy. But tip my hat to you there, buddy. Question for Cobra: what's your favourite bar coin, silver or gold, in your collection?
Bro, you can answer this. Come on.
Yeah. Is it a gold completer?
My favourite.
Yeah.
Love it. I know I've shown it so many times, so it gets boring, but yeah, that's the answer.
Yeah. No, fair. It is what it is, mate. It is what it is. Lorry drivers were going over the channel and filling up in France and Belgium and coming back. Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, for sure. I remember taking maybe it was France's fault for being so cheap with the petrol. Remember taking my son for driving lessons on the day of the QE2 funeral. Oh, roads were dead. Yeah, fears. I remember when petrol was £1.30 a gallon. Oh, nice prices, them aren't they? What is it? 8 litres to the gallon? Is it? Something like that.
4.52.
4. Oh, yeah. Okay.
4.52.
I was doubling it up for some reason. AI makes me laugh though. They say they are programmed to not be able to harm humans. However, if you ask AI if it would kill 1 human to save 5, I would love to do the trolley problem with you, mate. I would love to do. It's one thing I would love to do with trolley problem. So you're in a trolley, like a train trolley, tram trolley, whatever. Yeah.
Right.
And in front of you, on the tracks, there's 2 people. Right.
Right.
No, there's 5 people. There's 5 people on the tracks in front of you. Right. But before you get there, there's a break in the track. Okay.
Yeah.
And on the other track, there's 1 person. What would you do?
Well, if you have no choice and the trolley's going, kill the 1 person.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, that's meant to be a no-brainer. That part of the question is meant to be a no-brainer, but that's only the surface level of it because, yes, a normal human being should answer that. I mean, some people say I wouldn't do anything. Doing nothing is a choice. You're making a choice. You've chosen to kill 5 people over 1. No, you can't play the I'm innocent because I didn't touch anything. If you're there and you're seeing something happen in front of you, where it's meant to get more interesting, okay.
Mm-hmm.
The 5 people are complete strangers, but one person is your wife. Who do you say?
Oh my God.
And it goes on, and this is the
Oh,
truth.
that's horrendous.
Yeah, and it does. It gets so, and then you can say something like, the 5 people are all in the 90s. The one person is a baby. Things.
Oh my God.
You know, and it goes and it represents itself with all these different variants, and it shows it gets very difficult, and it can get very difficult, and it shows the grey areas.
Whereas an AI, it wouldn't matter. It would just go for the one person.
I don't know. You know, back in the day, I would have said yes. But now, AI does think along these lines. It does have some sort of understanding of morality, even if from an outside perspective, even if it can't feel the morality, it can take that from... You know, from absorbing culture, it can kind of understand, what you're supposed to do is take out the fewer kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a very hard one, though. Very hard one. I wouldn't like to play with that. You put my wife there, it's like very different.
And that's the point. It's meant every single round you're meant to change it to make it okay, and you do it so like you pick that one person, okay, but and then you do something to the other group, and it makes it a lot more difficult. Whereas same to say the first level that is completely supposed to be a no-brainer. Yeah. Any person is supposed to say no. I would go for the lesser of the two evils. It's when it starts getting tied to you personally, and emotion and exactly. But I love the trolley problem. I I can talk about that for hours. I really can. Right, here we go. We're nearly there now. 8 pints to a gallon about my limit for Stella Artois. Yes. But you don't look that old, John Clayton. No, you don't, mate. What did I miss here? Okay, Fez. Do you look that old? Not as old as I do today. My God, bags under my eyes. AI pick the young people versus people too, versus old people too. Yeah, for sure. But then it's like, if you did the old person against the young people, then you say, well, one of the old people is your grandma. Or something like that, you know what I mean? The idea is to constantly keep changing the parameters to see how people would react to it. John C, when you went out on a Friday with £5, I used to do it for a tenner. That paid me into clubs as well, you know what I mean? Crazy times. If it's for wife, obs, I'm going to say for 5. One of these days we're going to hear about Benson getting found buried under his patio because his wife's just had enough. It's like, that's it now. I'd do it with an axe. It'll be a bell constantly banged into his head. Bring your bell. I love it. Played the bandit, then poker won £175. My wages 10 was 17. Oh, nice one, John. Nice one. I did that a few times. I can remember I had £2. I went to a pub and it was £1.75 a pint back then. Gave me £2, got me 25 pence change, whacked it in bandit and dropped it on a repeat. I was like, yes, get in. John C. Old. Don't be mean, Nessie. Always went out with a £5. Yeah, you could do back in the day. You really could. My first pint cost me 65p. Yeah. Well, you'd have to go to like a working man's club for that kind of price when I was younger. Like pub price were a bit more, but obviously working man's club, they were a bit cheaper prices, weren't they? You had to be a member to go in there, but someone's uncle were a member or something, so you'd go in with them. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But caught up, mate. Caught up. Victoria
well done.
Onyx or Leatherman. Leatherman for me. What? But I don't know what you mean.
I'll be honest. I'd have to go Leatherman only because I don't know what Victorinox is, as in what type of blade it is. Are we talking about blades? We're talking about blades, right?
Are you? I mean,
a Leatherman is a knife.
No, it's
as
not.
Far as I know, unless I'm wrong.
No, not really a knife though. It's a Leatherman, isn't it?
Hang on, let me have a look when it comes up.
Oh,
yes, yeah. I remember a Leatherman. Yeah. So I don't know what the other one is, to be honest.
No, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, Swiss Army knife. I use them many a time.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a little mini Swiss Army knife in my first aid kit. Yeah, I've not heard of one myself, but Leatherman.
Oh, he's saying Victorinox is a Swiss Army knife. I'm used to Swiss Army knives because I was in a military school.
Yeah.
And like that was what we had. Like we carried around. I mean, we didn't need it, but yeah.
We were allowed. We were allowed a knife up to 3-inch blade. It didn't, so we could have had we could have like a more of a proper knife, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had loads of Swiss Army knives. It's really. I mean, one, like, ooh, la-di-da, look at you with Victorinox. But two, is that really? That's, you know, I never do that. So thank you.
Yeah.
Rick,
that's why I didn't recognise the
Victorinox.
name. If it was said Swiss Army knife, I would have said yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. I've never heard of it like that. So thank you, Mercian. I appreciate that. There was uproar in our local WNC when a pint went over £1. Yeah, I can imagine, mate. I can imagine. Leatherman is a multi-tool. Yeah. That's why I knew a Leatherman was. But it makes sense now. Now I know a Victorinox is a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Weatherman, pliers, Victorinox, Swiss Army knife. Yeah, I'm a Leatherman guy. I'm a multi-tool guy over a Swiss Army knife. To be fair, you get more. You get the pliers. It's all about them pliers for me. You know what I mean? Can I thank Cobra as a wonderful guest? And I'd like to send commiserations with the Agora situations. No, you can't say that. No, of course you can. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you very much, Ian.
Yeah, for sure. I've got a couple of limited edition Victorinoxes. I've got a couple of older ones knocking about somewhere, but I don't know what's happened to them nowadays. Lasses dancing on phone boxes at the big market. What? Gone? I'm confused there, but I want to go to that big market because there's lasses dancing on phone boxes there. Good evening, or hey,
that's back in the day.
Yeah, hey GG Stacks. Unfortunately, we're ending it now. I've had a wonderful time with Cobra, and believe me, guys, I was struggling to keep my eyes open before I went live with Cobra, and we've had a full 3 hours because I've enjoyed chatting with you too much, mate. And
thank you.
You know, you know for a fact I could sit here and chat with you for 6 hours. We've had live streams.
Oh, we've done it many a time. Yeah.
Well, dude, we did it 24 hours.
It's very short.
We did it 24 hours, mate. Me and you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you want to talk about who does longest live streams? You're looking at them. Me and this guy right here. You know what I mean? Smashed it 24 hours. So, Stag, you might not got the link, but when Percy comes on your show, I hope Percy shows Henry VIII's necklace she lost, which has just been found selling for £3.5 million. Oh, that was the £3.5 million thing. Thanks, John. Thank you. I appreciate that, mate. Looking forward to having Mercian on. Mercian is going to be joining me. Mercian, where are you? Which one do I want? Yeah, here we go. So Mercian is the 15th of November. I've got Mercian down for. I'm really looking forward to that. Just so you guys know, line up over the next few weeks. We've got Bits and Bobs. Next week, of course, Ethan from Bits and Bobs. Then we've got Nemo Numismatics after that. I've been trying to get Nemo on since he started his channel. He's been on every single other person's live stream he could possibly think of. Now he's finally decided, all right, I've done everyone else's. I might as well go on Stat Chat then. Cheers, Nemo. No, he's a good guy. He works at weekends, you see. It's a scheduling conflict, but I'm super excited to get him on.
Yeah.
Then, obviously, after that, on the 15th, we've got Mercian. I'm really excited to get Mercy on for a chat. We've had a good old chinwag over the phone about what we're going to be talking about, and I'm really, really excited about that. The week after that, the 22nd of November, guys, I have left blank. I've left blank because I want to have a one-on-one with you. You know, I want to get down there, get interactive. You know, just me and you. It's been a while since it was just me and you guys. So, 22nd of the 11th, we're going to do a solo. It'll be me and the live chat. And then back to the guests after that. We've got the 29th of November. We've got Blue Collar. And then, am I putting you down as the 6th December there, Cobra?
I think so.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I said to Cobra earlier, because I'm so tired and we won't be able to go into half the detail of the stuff I wanted to talk to about, I wanted to get him booked straight back in so we can do that. So it's going to be
some deep chats.
Yeah.
Go really in depth on it all.
Proper deep dive on stuff, so we're, clear out the whole night in your calendar for that one. You know what I mean? We're gonna put the world to rights for sure. But that being the case, mate, unless you've got anything particularly you want to say or do before we go, I think I've probably rabbled off for long enough now.
Now, I just want to say a massive thank you to all the community for supporting me so much. I really appreciate you all. I really, really do. And thank you so much, yeah.
And I just want to say thank you to the whole community plus 10 for all the support I've got, just so I can outdo this guy.
Plus 10.
Thank you plus 10. There you go. No.
Thank you plus affinity.
Oh. Well, thank you plus all the numbers between 0 and 1.
Oh my God.
There's more numbers. This is fun maths fact. There's more numbers between 0 and 1 than there are in infinity. I love that.
How can that even be, bro?
Right, because any number that exists in infinity that you could possibly give me, I can put a decimal place before it, and I've still got number 1 on top.
But that don't make sense because you go 1.1 and then you carry on with that and it just carries on forever,
So between 0 and 1, there's the potential for every single number that exists to be there as a decimal, and I've still got the number 1 as well.
I'm not even talking to you, man. That's the show.
That's it. I love that maths fact. When I heard it, I think I heard it on what was that one with Stephen Fry? QI, I think it was called.
Okay.
Where we did all the weird, interesting facts. I remember he said it. I was like, my brain was like, hold on, what happened? No, oh yeah, of course. You know what I mean? It was one of those. It nearly fully broke me. That did, but. No, man, I mirror what you just said. It's a fantastic community of people, and you know, I love getting together every Saturday, and it's been a especially fun one tonight with you, mate. So thank you very much for coming on and joining us. It's it's been an absolute pleasure.
Always.
Can't wait to come down and see you. And
well, a massive thank you to you for being my tech man. You have saved me many, many times.
You're all right. You're all right, mate. No drama at all. You know, it's computers. I don't know. Bang them all into a bloody ditch and burn them. We're all right, we are, and we don't need the internet no more. It's all right. But I have definitely rabbled on for long enough now, guys. So I am going to leave you all in the usual fashion by saying, until next time, as usual, look after each other. Keep stacking. Take care.